Football, for the love of the game.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Guns Football, Friday Night Football Club on Guns Football. Apologies for that I'm actually late. I'm sorry. It's just due to few things I cannot really actually avoid. So apologies for that, but as you join me, please like the video, click on the notification bells to get subscribed. So I'm sorry for coming late as usual. It's due to some circumstances beyond my control. So I just have to. You guys know that I have to just balance everything. That is actually what that. Try to be early, but you know, evening. Suma, okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you, guys. I just have to rush and rush and rush. In fact, I even prepare everything. I just have to rush because my schedule is just very, very tight. It's got very tight for like 1 week or two now. So that's just that's good evening, everyone. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you're joining from. So I can actually AU. I can see my brother here, Otuba Salam. So joining from Canada. Charles is from USA. Okwade is from Dublin. PJ Sports from America. So I don't know all that. So that's why I didn't actually I don't know exactly where you're joining from. But let me know if you care. So I can actually hear you. Okay. Igbinovia is from the USA. Thank you for joining from Trump's land. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. It's going to be I have a lot of things to cover today. But okay, yes. I have a lot of things to cover today. That's my brother, Children Photography. I have a lot of things to cover today, but time is just not enough to do everything because of I'm already late and I've prepared a lot of things today, but it's just because I'm late to join and I will not be able to cover everything. But guys, as you join, please like the video with 34 people watching here. Guys, like the video. We're 41 now. Guys, like the video. If we get up to like 50 people watching, I'm going to start because we don't really have enough time. I plan to spend like 1 hour, 30 minutes today. I hope that because I have a very busy schedule tomorrow. So that's just that. Guys, like the video, we have 45 people watching now. So share the video more, let it be like 50. When we are 50, we can actually start the program. When we are 50, we can actually start the program. Wake people up if they are still sleeping. Tell them that we are live on this wonderful Friday night again. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on Friday night. Friday night is very unique. A lot of people would rather prefer to to be outside enjoying themselves. But some of you think that you want to listen to Smith Lai. Thank you for always for your support, and I really appreciate you. Despite that I'm late today, but I still appreciate you. If you are 50, I think we're gonna actually start. Was still 45. Guys, please let us get 20 likes at least. 20 likes, guys. Okay, we are 50 now. Guys, let's get to 20 likes. We are 50 now. Let's get to 20 likes. It will be I don't think it's going to be 3 hours longer. I don't think I have the energy for that. I hear you. Marvin Barry from Italy. Thank you for joining. Adela is from London. Thank you. I hope to see Adela one of these days. She lives in London. And I hope to actually we probably when Ayuba is from that's my brother Ahmed. He's joining from America. Thank you for joining. Thank you for finding time. So guys, get to 20 likes. We're on 18 likes, guys. Like to 20 likes, then we can actually So guys, so let me just welcome. If you are a new subscriber here, I welcome you. We gained few subscribers from for about 300 or 400 subscribers. About 1 week, between 1 week. So if you are new, please I welcome you again. We are always here every Friday night between 10 to like 12 midnight. So today I came late, but apologies. I'll make sure that I try and sort out all my stuffs before and so that I won't be late again. I just saw jumping. But I didn't even check my this and I just rushed in here. So Shares like is preaching the gospel of Nigerian football. Yeah. So we are 19 likes, guys. Like the video. So we can if we are 20, I'm gonna start. If when we are 20, I'm gonna start. Okay, 20 likes now. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Friday Night Football Club on Gun Football. I'm your host, your reliable host, Smith Lai. So today we have a lot of things to discuss today, actually. But you guys know exactly what I normally start from. I like to start on the home front. So the Nigeria local league, or it's not completed now. So we have 4 clubs actually what promoted to the NPFL. So they are Inter Lagos. Inter Lagos is I watched the podcast of their owner. Very inspiring actually. They are now back. It's a privately owned club. Ranchers Bees. I think it's a club of Sadiq Kumaro. They are now back to their base in Kaduna. Doma United. I think they are probably in Gombe also. And also Sporting Lagos of Lagos. Now they are back. All of them actually were back in the NPFL. And today, the who and who, so they call it, of Nigerian football, they gathered to do the NNL Super 4 draws. So you can see in the middle there, Victor Nosa Ipeba, you can see Daniel Debu, Amokachi. You can see the Super Sport actually was crew. I don't know, maybe probably they actually were there. You can also see in presence you see the legend himself, and then Amokachi, Victor Nusa Ipeba, and our friend too is here, is he Malam? Is he? You see this man there? What's it called? I think this is Ibrahim Gusso. So they actually what they're also in attendance, in the NNL. So the winner of the NNL Super 4 will be the official champion of the NNL. But like I told you earlier, the 4 teams on the screen here will play in the NPFL. The good thing is this. Now, Ikorodu FC is privately owned. So these 4 teams, they are also privately owned. So 4 plus Ikorodu, I hope that Remo gets stay up. So if you have like 8 clubs that are privately owned in the NPFL, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. So, I actually would like that. At least let's hope that Remo survives. So in the NPFL is now week 35. I told you that this league is the most dramatic league in the world. Every week, tabletoppers always change. There's no NPFL game this weekend now, but there's NPFL game next weekend. You will see that Rivers United might probably be ahead of of Rangers International of Enugu, after next weekend. But now Rangers of Enugu is top of the table with 59 points, followed by Rivers United with 58 points. Even Ikorodu FC can still be champion. They are on top. They are third with 55 points. Abia Warriors with 55 points. Shooting Stars of Ibadan, the Holy Warriors with 54 points. Nasarawa United 53 points. Bender Insurance doing pretty well under Jared Tenebe with 52 points. And Remo Stars. The good news is that Remo Stars is temporarily out of relegation zone with +1 goals difference. So they are just slightly ahead of Warri Wolves with +1 goals difference. So Remo Stars, they beat. I think they beat. Who they beat again? They beat Niger Tornadoes last weekend 2-0 or so. So they are now slightly above relegation zone. So, but the level of points with Eyimba, Niger Tornadoes, Kwara United, and also Warri Wolves. So Kun Khalifa is actually what is 18th on the league table. So you know, Remo needs to get result away from home. Remo needs to get away. If they want to qualify, they need at least one away draw. Then from them, I think they can be able to move on, to the next stage. So that's actually what that. So the next fixture is will take place is actually what Barao FC will be at home against Economic Warriors in we play at the Sunday at Bayat Dom in Kano. Bayern United will also host Rangers, in Yenegua. Vendor Insurance we host Castle United in Benin City. Eyimba we host Remo in Aba. So that's a very, very is a relegation. Eyimba versus Remo should be top of the table clash. But now it's a relegation 6-pointer. We host Remo. Eyimba will host Remo in Aba. Ikorodu FC we host Wiki Tourist, the Mobolaji Johnson Stadium. Kun Khalifa, the Dynamo Stadium in Owerri, they will host Kano Pillars. Why Niger Tornadoes we play at home against the Afonja Warriors, the Kwara United. Why Rivers United will be at home in Port Harcourt and they play against Abia Warriors. Why Shooting Stars of Ibadan will be hosting Nasarawa United in Ibadan. Why Warri Wolves we play host to Plateau United in Delta in Warri. So if you can predict this thing now, Rangers might probably draw or lose away against Bayern United. Why Rivers will win at home against Abia Warriors? Then the table will change again. So, so that's how we go end this league with all this table changing. But if Rangers could get a result against Bayern United in Yenegua, I think Rangers will win the league. So that is actually what that on the home front. So let's quickly go on to the ladies now. So Nigeria on that 17 team, they call them the Flamingos. We trade tackles against Guinea. The other 17 qualifiers. Nigeria was dropped by the last round. So Nigeria played the winner between Guinea and Niger Republic. Guinea, they don't have any FIFA or CAF approved stadium. So they played their 2 games in Niamey. So that they won, I think they won 5-2 on aggregate. So I don't know how they want to approach Nigerian game, but the way I can see it, I think Guinea might probably play the 2 games in Abeokuta when they play against our under 17 girls. So you can see this under 17 for Guinea. Look at how they are. They need to introduce MRI. This MRI to on the women football. Look at the under 17, Guinea under 17. Look at that girl in number 5. I just pray that we will learn ourselves to that. These people are coming with FTFT players. We need to look for a way to match them too. So that is that on this thing. So talking about local league too. I just saw this thing, the WhatsApp benchmark for 2026 top 20 clubs with WhatsApp with largest WhatsApp follower. So I just look at it like Real Madrid. What's it called? Real Madrid. You have FC Barcelona, Man City, Liverpool. I know the big clubs, but you can see Al Ali there. Al Ali. You see Kaizer Chiefs. I was like, look at Simba of Tanzania having 2,403,291. I don't know why, in terms of publicity, in terms of all this, we don't do well in Nigeria. A club like Enyimba, I think that they should look at, having a big WhatsApp group channel now. From there, you can sell things. You have a big community. You can promote your clubs. But I don't think our clubs are really actually what, they don't care about all these things, which is actually what's very, very bad. This is where you can build fan base, even both home and diaspora, sell your merchandise, different things that communicate properly. I don't know the reason why we just we don't things to to align with with the global standard. It's just a big shame. So let's go to the Falcons quickly now. Our Falcons. So our Falconets too. We play against Malawi on the May. Is it 2nd of May and to May 9? And so Malawi too is not going to be easy, but I think the guests now are in camp under coach Ostima, not Ostima Aduku, sorry, is Aduku, and I think he should prepare them enough. So, because after Malawi, I think we qualify for the World Cup straight. And the World Cup is going to be in Poland. It's going to be very interesting. I would like to watch the World Cup in Poland, because it's not actually really far from here too. So now talking about women's football, our Falcons, the FIFA ranking came out. Our Falcons actually was now 36th in the world. We were 37 before, now 36 in the world. People are celebrating the progression. You are playing against a team. I just think that the reason why we're 36 in the world because we don't play friendly games. We don't play friendly games. We don't play enough friendly games that can actually take us slightly higher. It's a big shame, but those things that Super Falcons are really the most disrespected team in the whole of Nigeria. I'm going to come talk about them, later in the show. So to men's football quickly now, I'm going to start on a sad note because during the week we heard about the passing of former NFF president Ibrahim Galadima. If you remember Ibrahim Galadima, he was the NFF president when Nigeria failed to qualify for the World Cup in 2006. It was famous for saying that World Cup is not our birthright. He said it, and it was also controversially removed from office. But what I can say is that may he so rest in peace. He was also responsible for taking one of the most important Nigeria game to, according to reports, to Kano, in the very very tough condition. I remember that day, like yesterday, the very tough conditions. When we went to go and play against Angola in Kano. Unfortunately, we drew that game in Kano, and that was when the Nigeria World Cup hope of going to Germany ended, because when Angola drew against Nigeria in Kano, we were already ahead of us on head-to-head because we lost in Luanda 1-0 to Fabrice Aqua's goal then. So since then, we're just playing catch up, and we failed to qualify despite even beating Algeria in Blida and beating Zimbabwe in Abuja. So it was on his record, but I saw so many tributes to him. Osaso Obajona came out and said that he was one of the best and the president. He always said the truth, and people have been saying good things about him too. But for a normal Nigerian football fan, you will remember that one of the best team in Africa then failed to qualify for the World Cup in 2006. I remember that moment, just like yesterday. So may he so rest in peace. So another news again that came out this morning was so surprising was that Mike Enemaro, former Nigerian international, very popular in local league, sorry, in North Africa. He played for Esperance de Tunis, in Tunisia. He scored Nigeria first goal against Tunisia in Abuja, the World Cup qualifier. And just heard this morning that he was playing and he passed on. It was just so sad because we didn't hear much about him since he stopped playing football, and all we could hear now is just that he's no more. May he so also rest in peace. I'm going to come to the issue of ex-international, so I want to address everything all together. That's the reason why I'm just taking the words bit by bit. So yeah, So Nigerian football. So news broke out this evening, not this evening, about 2 days ago, that through a media, different media sources in Denmark, that the Nigerian Football Federation under Alhaji Ibrahim Guso, is it Malam or Alhaji? That Nigerian Football Federation, they are looking for a way to convince William Osula to play for our national team. And people close to Eric Scher, reached out to me that this might not be from Eric Scher directly. That's because Eric Scher did not say anything about Ursula playing for Nigeria, but he said that it might be from the NFF. So, and the guy that reported the story first from Denmark is very, very reliable journalist. He works with the Football Federation. He is a very top guy that he has been approached, and the boy is also seriously considering switching allegiance to Nigeria. So he's a striker. He can even play as a winger. A very, very good player, someone that he normally promotes the Nigerian culture. He embraces the Nigerian culture. So it's not as if he's coming, because we like to call people half Nigeria. It's not half Nigeria, though he might have the Denmark mom, but this guy, everything about Nigeria is what he puts on social media. Nigerian music, in fact, everything about Nigeria. So he's not using left hand to point to his father's house. So for me, it's really welcome. We need players that can play when Victor Osimhen is not available. And one of the reasons why we fail to qualify for this World Cup is that we don't really have options. The players we brought in to replace Victor Osimhen, they are content creators. With due respect to them, I'm going to talk about them today too. They are content creators. They don't have any business with the national team. They're just jokers on Twitter and on Instagram. So we just messed up the first 4 or 3 games initially. Before Victor Osimhen came back, the 4th game, damage already was done. So I think we need serious players. We need players that can deliver too. And if the NFF could put this one, I think it's going to be a very good news. The boy will need FIFA clearance to play for Nigeria, because he played for Denmark in the last under-21 Euros. So the boy will need a proper FIFA clearance for him to play for Nigeria. And I think Eric Scher will probably meet him next month, along with Maho Kayode. Probably was Femi Aziz. So let's see exactly where the whole thing will turn into. People have been shouting in Denmark that they have been abusing the coach. That why can't the coach just give him 2 minutes to play? In that World Cup qualifier that they lost, why can't just give him small time to play in that game? That he left him. Now Nigeria is interested. That if Nigeria should get this boy from them, that we should blame the coach. That he should blame the coach. Go on, I saw I have to translate difference. It's in Danish. I have to translate them. They were like really upset that that Nigeria is looking at it to assure to take this boy, away from them. He's a very, very good player, and he's fast, committed. I like the way he's scored against Man United in the, in in that is that 2-1 win or so in St. James's Park. So good player, fantastic player. So if he plays for Nigeria, I think it won't be a bad addition to the national team. So guys, like the video. We have more than 100 people watching now. Only 35 people is liking the video. Guys, if you want me to take your chat, shout out to Remy Ali for your support. So I got a super chat. My first super chat always for Remy Ali. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Thank you for always supporting, and really actually appreciate that support. Thank you for always supporting. So if you want me to highlight your comments, put it with super chat, then I will discuss it. That's that about Willie Osula. So somebody said me that this is not a story, but also appreciate that. I should appreciate Arsenal. That Arsenal, they are giving us talents. So I think it's not bad too. Arsenal like Rangers. When I said that Rangers is giving us defenders, Arsenal, you can see. So more is still coming. More is still coming from Arsenal. Shout out to Arsenal. Let me just put it that way. So So let's go to some Super Eagles stories too. Go to some Super Eagles stories. So it's talking about Nigeria ex international. So Nigeria ex international, Victor Agali. He said so many things this today. What's it called during his podcast in one of the Nigerian channels. He said that how he's going Manuka Okoye and how he gave what Manuka Okoye the opportunity to actually to play for Nigeria. So the reason why I want to talk about this story is that we need to look for a way to engage our ex-international, when trying to convince players to play for Nigeria. Some of these people, they know each other. For example, now, according to his story, so that his former coach, when he was playing for Aston Rostock in Germany, he was the coach of Dusseldorf then when Maduka Okoye was playing for the second team. And it wasn't difficult for him to get access to what Maduka Okoye. And immediately he allowed, that time he was struggling for goalkeepers, he allowed Genetro spoke to him, and things changed. And one thing I like is that the father of Maduka Okoye asked Maduka Okoye, is your choice. You want to play for Nigeria or not? And Okoye actually said yes. So everything actually what happened because there was a relationship between Agali and the coach of and the coach of Düsseldorf when Maduka Okoye was the second team goalkeeper. Now Maduka Okoye is playing in the top 5 European League. Maduka Okoye is probably, when last we have a goalkeeper a place in the top 5 European leagues. I think that was the last person goalkeeper was this guy, Mr. Yama. So for me, I think we can engage our ex-international this way. So, for example, some players played in Europe for so many years, which I think that do should not joke with those connections. So, in my opinion, I think if you want to, convince a player, if you have any connection with the player, I think we can probably involve our ex-international so that it's going to be a lot easier for us. Sami Kufo, according to what I'm hearing now, Ghana, they're going to open European office so that it's going to be very easy for these guys to talk to people. For example, now, if we have office in London, that is about Nigerian Football Federation office in London. We have it in London. There's a channel of communication. You have one in France. You have one in Germany. You have one in Italy. Like, in case, you can just attach the office to Nigerian embassy slightly. You work together with them, So for me, I think this is where you can see our ex-international, getting useful too, in my own opinion. So because in Nigerian football ecosystem, it's not big enough to really employ all these people so I just think that if you want to engage them, these are the areas you can also you can engage them. And shout out to Victor Agali for discovering what Maduka Okoye. Before I go to other parts of the interview, let me just take some super chat quickly. What I'm going to say that Arsenal keeps giving, Liverpool keeps taking away. Okay. So okay, see, you might see a Liverpool player play for Nigeria in Unity Cup. You might see a Liverpool player play for Nigeria in Unity Cup. So don't say Liverpool keep don't say Liverpool keep taking. So Smith, please tell me if it hasn't given up on the protest. We need to keep pushing. Yes, if you send me a message, self, we keep on pushing. Yeah, I was just busy. I didn't even check my. So you keep pushing. Yes, it's actually what on it is. It's for Nigeria to move forward. It's not a personal protest because people that are coming to say that and send you away. It's not personal. I'm coming to the protest later. It's not personal. It's what's it called? It's about Nigeria. So Yeah. So he said something too that he opted out of the World Cup, and throughout his career, he didn't play for Nigeria at the World Cup. Imagine somebody opted out of the World Cup because of injustice. That is the problem I think I see with our ex-international. Most of them, they don't stand up for the other. So, and number one of them is KJ Kosha. Imagine when at that time that they were trying to, to punish the judge and Sunday Olise. Imagine JJ Kosha said, you know what, we can't punish these guys. Okay, Kanu, Taribo West, we probably things have changed. But the issue is that just abandon the struggle. I think it's really unfair. And that is one of the things that's actually what affecting even them currently now. They cannot sit down under one roof and make a decision. It's really, really actually what shameful. So he said so many things, about his career in the national team. And if you know this guy very well, they call him the new Yekini. He's a go-getter. He's called 2 goals in Port Harcourt. Was it Port Harcourt when played against Ghana? So was it 2 goals or 1? I know that I think it's called 1 goal, 1 or 2 goals against Ghana during the World Cup qualifier for 2002 World Cup. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Not because he wasn't good enough, but he said he opted out for that World Cup. That's a very big sacrifice. So let's move on to the protest quickly. Before we talk about the protest, we talk about Eric Shell. Then we wrap it up. So the protest guys do that there was press in Abuja about reform our football. So that was it was good. That was Thursday, 23rd of April, 2026. So everything they did everything, just before the protest. Wrote to the what's it called the police commission. They approved the protest. So I did just want to post the police approval here. They approved the protest. And that morning, police came that we cannot gather there because there was no police approval. But there was police approval that was signed and received and approved. So they came with armed police people. So that the report they got that said that somebody called them from the sport commission that some hoodlums are trying to overtake maybe probably destroy the Abuja National Stadium. For me, I think it's just a big shame. Some of you believe that Sheu Diko represents the younger generation. For me, I think it's just a very, very big shame. Things are not happening very well in Nigerian football and Nigerian sports in general. We want you to know that things are not happening. It's a peaceful protest. But because of the PR, you want the president to see you that you are doing well, they send those people away. For me, I just think that is extremely unfair. And I think that it's also part of the bad leadership. See, I don't know the reason why. That's the reason why I don't engage in conversations where people cannot call out those really in charge that are destroying our sports. Look at this man now. This picture, he went to visit a political party chairman. What is our business with this? What is the roadmap for Nigerian sports and football? What is it? He is political party chairman. They are meeting together. What do they want to meet for? What are they doing? He will meet people, NBA boss, this thing boss. He has been shaking hands with people since he became NSC chairman. This guy is doing nothing. 0 upon 0. 0 upon 0. And the issue is this. People cannot talk because journalists cannot talk because most of them don't want to they don't want to offend him because they're still going to wait for when they call a press conference, maybe call like 10 journalist people, it will start yarning rubbish in front of them. It will give them 50K, maybe 30K. So they're still waiting for those opportunities. None of them can say what is happening. The protest that is going on is not a first protest or some people's protest. It's for Nigerian football, Nigerian sport to take a new turn. Imagine, see, this thing is affecting everybody. Imagine the referee association come out to protest. Imagine the ex-players protest. Imagine the journalists protest. Imagine everybody come, because people are suffering and they are smiling. I don't know. Just tell me the achievements of Shehu Diko since he became the NSC chairman. So I don't know the reason why we cannot talk. What's the reason why we keep quiet? And people say, okay, you know what? Maybe probably, maybe they want to go to, so for example, now in Morocco last year, he said that the NSC sponsored some journalists to Morocco. So maybe if they are sponsoring you to to Morocco, you cannot talk now. So nobody will talk. Nobody will talk. Nobody will talk because one, they don't grab the media. Nobody will talk. Even the one self, we don't travel abroad self. They still under the shadow of, you can see on the NSF, NFF, NSC, NFF. Call their name. Alhaji Shehu Diko is doing rubbish, nonsense. Since he became NSC chairman, nonsense. Ibrahim Gusso, call their names. Don't say NFF, NSF, NSC. When you mention those things like that, they like it that way because you are just talking about the establishment. You're not mentioning their name. We used to have good people before run Nigerian sport, run Nigerian football. So I can't say NFA, NFF. Ibrahim Shehu Diko is doing nonsense. 0.0. This is the worst. This one, I don't know, maybe I should compare him with the man from Jos. Similar. 0.0. No achievement. And the boss that is there too cannot question him. So let me just move on quickly to other things. So guys, like the video. 52 likes. Like the video, guys. Like the video. 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 So let me just move on quickly to PA. So let me talking about that before I move on from this. Talking about not being united. I saw this thing. Shout out to my very good friend that she was saying to me. See that former Nigeria international Benedict Akuegbu, his ace Gusso may not enjoy the credit now for rebranding Nigerian football, but in the future, people will get to know the weight of work he has done. I played this game. I know what I'm saying. Look at the league today. Hey, God Almighty. He said, look at the league today. We now have many away wins, unlike home wins, all syndrome. They have been restructured. We have revived Nigerian football from the scratch through solid foundation and system. Hey, Benedict Akuegbu, that is the one problem we actually what we have, and that's why I don't engage with people. Some people, that's why if you send me a message, in fact, I only respond to messages that I know that is coming from somebody. I don't read from everybody, but the reason why I'm just talking about this man is because he's a former Nigerian international. He benefited from a very good system, but now he's talking like this. Maybe probably he knows Ibrahim Gusso. Maybe probably he works under him, Ibrahim Gusso. But for me, see, the problem is we don't say this. What I hate mostly is that to lie to myself and still be happy. I don't do that to lie to myself, and still be actually what, still be happy. This is bad. This is bad. And Akuegbu should cover his face in shame. This is bad. This is bad. So this is bad. I just hope that this is bad. Imagine you coming from ex-international, should be saying the truth. Ibrahim Gusso is doing a very bad job, but look at what Akuegbu is saying. Akuegbu benefited from a very good system. Look at what he's now saying, praising and praising. That's the problem you see with all these people. The moment that their interest is there, they will not, they don't care. As far as their interest is there, they don't actually they don't care. What they do is just that, maybe probably he's looking for position. They just keep him just keep him there. It is very, very bad. It is very, very bad. It is very, very bad. When I saw this, I was saying this, just realize that, come on. Imagine somebody that should be speaking for us. You have the platform, you are connected with these people, to be speaking the truth. Look at what is actually what's saying. Our international, they have no shame. That's the reason why, they have zero shame. Talking about talking about AFCON. So there was a report that came out earlier that the AFCON next year is under threat. That the AFCON next year is under threat. But what the CAF inspection team went to Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda to inspect infrastructures ahead of next year's AFCON, because don't forget that the next year AFCON will host 28 teams. So there need to be serious preparation, serious infrastructure on ground, so that people can actually enjoy, maybe probably equal Morocco standard or just below Morocco standard. But they failed, especially Uganda, all the stadiums failed. All the stadiums in Uganda failed to meet the CAF Category 4 requirements. And also, too, there's also a big infrastructural deficit in, in road construction. A long time, my brother from Ghana, Jima, big infrastructural development in road construction. It's also big. So it's now dicey to see exactly if it will continue. But what they are saying now is that no problem. I can tell you, based on my investigation, I think the AFCON might not hold in Tanzania. I think the winner of the hosts for 2028 will host next year one. Then maybe Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda will now host the 2028 AFCON. There's really serious infrastructural deficit. And I don't think that one can be solved from here. Somebody say give me update from guys. I can't give you. Don't have super chat to ask comment this thing. So there's a big infrastructural deficit. So, and I think that it's going very hard for them to host it. See, South Africa, they are ready to host the AFCON. So I think they have 7 stadiums that they can use to host it, because don't forget that they're going to play 28. It's going to be 28 teams. So 7 times 4 is 20. So that means you can probably actually have 7 stadiums to host at least one group. So maybe they have 7 or 8 in South Africa to host it. And there's also already good road network. You can fly easily from one place to the other in South Africa. And also, I think they have rail network too in South Africa. So there's this infrastructure there already. And South Africa is ready to host it, because I think the idea from Patrick Motsepe is that we wanted to move AFCON around Africa. So South Africa hosted, that is actually what Cameroon, West hosted Ivory Coast, North hosted Morocco, East Africa Pamuja wanted to host, and South Africa is going to be the next. So they want to change it around to see. But I can tell you that they have flagged it, and there's this big, serious word, infrastructural word deficit. So, talking about this is Amos Adamu, the son of. This is Samson Adamu, son of Amos Adamu. So, I heard the press conference here that Patrice Motsepe will tell him to apply for the job of the CAF General Secretary fully. So I think based on my findings too, it might be part of those that will be shortlisted for that post. See, this man need to show workings. He's a gentle guy, he's a system guy, but he needs to show workings. If Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda cannot host that AFCON, they should not host it. It needs to be more brutal. It needs to show leadership in that position, because it's one of the most important positions in African football. It needs to show that all these gentle, because if you are gentle and CAF president is gentle, you cannot, it's not going to work. I think it needs to be more brutal now and stamp, because it's authority. On these things. For me, I just wish him luck. Though if the CAF president is telling him that it will be shortlisted, that he will ask him to apply for the job, I think they are trying to make him permanent, CAF secretary. So I wish him very best of luck. But I can tell you that he needs to show workings at this AFCON if he cannot hold, than to go and have failed AFCON. There was accidents in Ivory Coast. I think people were traveling to Bouaké. Is it Bouaké? From Abidjan to Bouaké. I think they got an accident. Was it Abidjan to Bouaké? They got an accident there, despite that Ivory Coast had this good road network. But what's it called? Imagine Kenya, no road there. How will people actually move around, between Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda? And secondly, too, what about the visa? They've not even talked about the visa, because what about the visa? So if I apply for visa to Tanzania now, am I going to get the same visa? Am I going to apply for Kenya's visa separately, or for Uganda visa separately? Or the moment I apply for Kenya visa, I can travel to Uganda and also Tanzania. All those things need to be discussed ahead of time. Or else they are now failure in the write-up. In my own opinion, what is the capacity of Uganda? Can it host the same number of visitors that Rabat hosted? Can Kampala host the same number of visitors that Marrakesh hosted? So can the infrastructure too handle it? Because when you host that amount of visitors, they will need transport. Do you have those ones in place? They will need accommodation. They will need food. They will need everything. Do they have those things in place? Because even Morocco self used for used for tourists. When during that AFCON, they feel say some people come. They feel So, in my own opinion, I think that they need to sort all those things out, so that at the end of the day, it's going to be a success. Because we don't see the Morocco standard that we really enjoyed the AFCON, except what happened in the final. But can these people, Pamuja, do the same thing? I think time will tell. Even if I'm to talk, I don't like it to go to South Africa. I'm just saying that I don't like it. But there's no country that can host a 28-team AFCON. There's no country ready to host it. Nigeria cannot host a 4-nation tournament. Nigeria cannot. We cannot host a 4-nation tournament. We cannot host it. We cannot host a secondary school game. A primary school game. We cannot host it. So I don't know which country can host it and help. Egypt cannot even host it. They can't host it. Algeria cannot host it because the stadiums approved in Egypt is not up to 8. They don't have it to host it. So if Egypt wants to host AFCON, they have to buckle up. Morocco is ready made, and South Africa to host a 28-team AFCON. 28 teams, yeah, to host it. So I wish CAF the best of luck. Guys, like the video, like the video. You guys forget like the video. Just listen to me, like the video. If you want me to take your chat, just add super chat to it and we actually will take it. Like the video, like the video. Like the video. 59 likes out of 150 something watching. Imagine 100 people actually were here just listening to me. They didn't like the video. Guys, like the video, like the video. Like the video. So I'm going to be posting the link very soon. Guys, please, I will have like a what's it called? A stopwatch here to time people so that we don't exceed time. I don't want to be here for too long. Give it already. We can always see that, mother. We can always see it. So we're done with that. So talking about Pamoja too, there was something came out today. The Kenya about this scandal in Kenya again. About 42 million payment for Chan, the way the whole thing was handled, and I think that the Kenya Football Federation have actually have been suspended. I don't know why there's so much corruption in sports administration. I don't know the reason why. Why is it that anything sports like this, there's so much corruption there? All of them, there's so much corruption there. I don't know the reason why. Even it's one of the best administrators in Africa. When you investigate them, a little bit, they are there's something you will find out about them. Why? When I heard about this story, did little digging inside this story, I just realized that come on. It's a shame. It is 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 a shame. So, it is a shame. It is a shame. So I just hope that the country will sort it out, because I really want the AFCON to take place, not in Morocco next year. I really want to take place not in Morocco next year, at least to take place, around, South. I don't mind South Africa, South Africa. No, at least I prefer them than Morocco. So it's just that. It's just that. That's just my take. So, I just tell you this last story. It's a funny story, and I just want to take his story quickly. It's a funny story. He's on lighter notes. I'm going to post the link now very soon. It's a very, very funny story. I also look at it very quickly. So that Victor Boniface, former Nigerian international. Nigerian international player, so that on what happened between him and a lady or so, on Twitter. Just a funny note. So that a random lady she trolled me on Twitter saying I don't have talent. I don't know, maybe she's referring to the girl that criticized her on Talk Sports. I said on what's it called? On Paul Sports. So I searched her on IG and discovered that she had been begging me for money there. So I asked her for her account number and she was typing. I blocked her. Everywhere blocked. I just look at this in a way that the guys journalists actually, or journalists need to actually need to do better. I know that it's not easy. The industry is not paying. It's not. I know that there's a lot of things. You cannot say that there's a lot of money there, but I can tell you that if you keep on doing something like this, asking players for favor like this, things like this will actually what happen. And majority of people that are actually even back home, that's why majority cannot even talk, because most of these guys are someone that actually they have asked some things before in the past. So imagine trying to say the truth and criticize a particular situation, or even the NFL president, talk about them independently. Just realize, you know, that they will talk to you. They will talk to you. That's one thing. So that's why sometimes, and normally, I don't know, maybe probably we're not ripe to that stage. Imagine talking to a Sky Sport journalist, texting a player, you know, I just think that the media in Nigeria is just shrinking every day. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she referred to the girl that criticize her on Talk Sport, on what's it called, on Pulse Sports. Sports is a very big, media platform in Nigeria. And it's for her to work there. This is coming out. For me, it's embarrassing. It is actually what embarrassing. This is embarrassing. So if you want to be professional as a journalist, you have to be that to the core, so that anytime you do your reporting, nobody will come out and open mouth and talk to you anyhow. But I understand that the industry is, there's no a lot of money there. That's why things like this we continue to actually what to happen. So for me, I think it's Boniface 1, that gets 0. I mean, 1-1. We can put up that way because this is really, really uppercut. If it's really true that the girl ask for something, very, very big shame, very, very big shame. I just think that if we are trying to rebuild our sports, system, our administrators, those reporting sports too, I think they have to, what's it called? They have to give them new orientation. That is not all the time that you take money from all these players. It's like when you take money from there. So if you, it's as I said, sometimes you take what you cannot even. If the player talks to make you can't drop what you collect self, do you have the capacity to even put it back? That's why you say if you hack something for a particular player, you won't be able to criticize the player. It's just a big chip. And this is disappointed that he can come out and say these things, but they get to no try. So guys, I have my first caller here. Chas is my first caller. I hope that yeah, Chas is my first caller here. So Chas, thank you for your time. Thank you, Chas.
Thank you. It's me. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. And you? Yeah.
I'm fine. Sorry for not coming in last week, man. Don't mind me. And
Yeah, I
connection.
think you came, but you keep on like going back and forth. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
I don't know. It's that connection. Something's wrong. But yeah. So about the protest, I was happy. Like finally, this
Mm-hmm.
has been coming. It's
Mm-hmm.
overdue. But I was a little bit skeptical because we're not only dealing with so-called football administrators, we're dealing with politicians, and these guys
Mm-hmm.
now to play politics. And I had a feeling, and I knew it. They used the police to, they apparently what they told Ife was thugs are in the facility, so don't get in there. That's what they told her.
Mm-hmm.
They used the police and they rubbished everything. And I was so disappointed because not only Ife came out, Final Whistle, I don't know if you know them, Final Whistle, they came
Mm-hmm.
out too. Final Whistle came out, I think referees was there. It was so many people, but in the stadium. And I said, look, see, if you want to make this thing a big protest, because what these people are afraid of is protest. One peaceful protest will trigger a big protest in the country because of how the country is now. So that's what they're afraid
Mm-hmm.
of. But if you want to get this thing right, just involve. Because I told her, say involve that football fan tribe. These guys know how to galvanize people. They know how to galvanize people because every media houses was posting about the protest except for them. So I'm like, are they aware that there's a protest going on today? So that's my own take. Secondly, about this about our players, like I said, I don't know why Boniface wrote that. Boniface shouldn't have write that. Like I said, Boniface is going through a lot right now. I don't know why he did that. That was uncalled for. I know who the journalist he was throwing. If you can remember, there was a journalist on pause. I think that's the
Yeah.
journalist is throwing it. He shouldn't have done that. That is not fair. Thirdly, about this Iran dilemma. You know, I was skeptical when Trump became the president. I was afraid of this, that this guy will cause so many problems. And Infantino should be ashamed of himself because this is the same man. You gave this man peace prize on global television, peace prize. Now look at the nonsense he's doing, and he can't even sanction the US. He cannot sanction the US. I'm afraid that they might give it to Nigeria, and so I will say yes, we'll take it because Italy rejected it. Italy has rejected it. I'm afraid they'll give it to us. I will say yes, we'll take it shamelessly because I don't want us going.
Will you be ashamed if Nigeria takes it?
I'll be ashamed because look, this has gone beyond football. It's now politics. They're now playing politics, and I don't like that.
Because I'm hearing that Denmark are not even planning to take it too.
Yeah, exactly. No sane person will take it because if you say that, if
they said they take it, the money that they normally give them, for qualifying, they will not give.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But
that they might give them money. So
yeah, they will not give them. I know what you mean. But these guys want to save their face.
Well, there's truth in it though. There's truth in it though.
I don't want to see. I want our players to go to the World Cup, but not. It's not the right way. I don't want us going through this route because football. This has turned into a political problem, and I don't want that. United States will choose to hold the World Cup.
Here that some people are lobbying for it. I'm not lying to you.
In NFL for different football.
I don't want to say their name.
Oh my God!
They're already lobbying for this thing.
Please, I don't want us taking it. This whole. It's not fair. It's not fair to Iran. It's not fair to the Asian Confederation. That's not fair.
Iran played 16 games.
Exactly.
They spend money. They play 16 games to get the World Cup.
Exactly. And you want to cheat them and give it to someone else. That's not fair. That is not fair. I don't want that because I'm afraid they'll give it to us. That's what I'm looking at. And these people are looking for a way to save their face. They are looking for how to save their face. One World Cup, everybody will forget about this nonsense they've been doing. This rubbish they've been doing. Because now, I don't know, under 17 AFCON now has started now. Nobody is keeping track of it. Nobody is keeping track of it. African Football Championship just ended. I think Senegal won. Nobody's keeping track of anything. Our female did not play any friendly. That is too bad of them. Later, you said this female go and win AFCON. That is too wrong of them. Then if Victor Ipeba came out and started talking nonsense. Who does that? This is what I don't like. See, please, if Ife should not give up. Let her not give up. I am begging her. Let her not give up. Remember what you're fighting for. You are fighting for the future generation. You are fighting for them. Do not give up. Do not resist. If they like, when they put you in prison, we'll keep going until they all go. All these people should go. That's what I want for them. Let them go. This embarrassment is too much. Every time Nigeria will be catching disgrace from people from different kind of country because of this nonsense they've been doing. Let them go, please. Go and do your new hope somewhere else, not in our football. Sorry for cutting off. Even the Warriors Stadium said I was disappointed. Very disappointed. That stadium was just rubbish. They said ultra modern. That don't look like ultra modern. They just built it for political. Yes, for political ambition. That's just it. Political ambition for 2027. Well, no problem. Let's see how it goes. But if I should not give up.
Rochdale FC. They are playing National League in the UK. They add 10,000 fans, capacity stadium, people to watch them. Rochdale FC.
Wow.
So, and you are saying that how many capacity is that worry?
20K. Even where they build itself is wrong. How can you build a stadium in there?
I don't think that thing is up to 20K, honestly. But
that's what they said. It don't look like 20K, maybe 5K, but that's what they said.
No, it's because Ikena is 5K.
Ikena is better than that one now. Ikena is better than that Warri stadium. Ikena is very better than that nonsense they build. And they're not deceiving us for ultra modern. Is that ultra modern? I said, see, if they can, I don't know why people are avoiding this Mobolaji arena. That's a very good. You can build that one to football stadium. That's a football stadium there. That's not what's it called? An athletic based football stadium. That's a real football stadium. You can build that one, make it world class. People can come and visit. I don't know why they don't want to invest in that one. That one's okay. Just you need some investment. Just listen. I don't know why everybody just ignoring that stadium. That stadium, Mombalaji Johnson Arena. That's the one I want people to focus on in Lagos. But no problem, no problem. I don't want Ife should not give up, please.
Yeah, I thought that she's gonna be here, but I didn't even engage. But maybe she's just listening to us. But I would like her to come and give the whole account of the story and about what really actually what happened during that protest, and why Shehu Diko, asked the police to go and stop the protest. That is
because
not people say
afraid.
that. Mm-hmm.
He's afraid. That's what he's afraid of. He's just like what this government is just avoiding is one protest. One protest can trigger a nationwide protest, and this football protest might do that. That's what they're avoiding.
Yes.
So if they what the best thing for them to do is just resign.
Yes.
Unless it will trigger a nationwide protest never seen before. When people are, when people are very tired, that is nothing else. Just that's what's going to happen if these people don't leave.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me. Thank
you. All right. Thank you, Charles. So, I didn't have a lot of people who actually was really waiting here. So I will just take them up where if anybody join, I'm going to be the shortest. I'm going to go and rest. So let me just take them up quickly. Yeah. Can you hear me? Thank you for joining again today. Your contribution.
Quick one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Quick one. Good evening today.
Yeah, I'm good.
About the protest, we are ready to go. We are ready to go for it. They can't stop us. They cannot stop us. They cannot stop us. They must leave our football alone. They must go. Guso, Shehu Diko, Olopade, they must leave our football alone. Enough is enough. Tito and Shemo, we are tired. Let's go. And about the comment of Akpego, don't mind him. He's looking for job. He's looking for job. He's looking for job. That's praising the Shama. Don't mind him and Akpego. It's not correct. And about the what Gali said, I think let them get that player involved. People like Gali, people like Balogun. Can I post sometimes today too? Can I post? Are you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you hear me?
I can hear you. Continue.
Smith.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
People like I feel like Gali, Balogun, Samsoji, Agali Samsoji, and I'm looking at you, Balogun. Dali Jalabi in Europe. I understand what football means. They can't both talk to that guy. Imagine seeing a guy go and talk to Ursula. You can't play for Nigeria. I could go and talk to Gumwa in England. I could go and talk to Atubuli in Germany. All those guys, they can make you for Nigeria. They can make all those, they can make you for not those the can one for coach that looking for rolling Nike. When about to play about Angola that year, missing the captain missing rolling UK. So Angola, so all those things that go. Finally, I thought for any amount of issue, we have family strength to get this. I forget about you. I'm sorry about that. So God bless you, my brother. See you next week. Stay blessed.
Thank you. So thanks, Ndogwe. So I think probably it's going to be a very fast show today. So under for me, I also tend to actually want to agree with some of the callers that the people that are very close to these people are not are not they're not saying the truth. And if they keep on not saying the truth, this football will be like this. What I just hate is that you see things they get spoiled like this, and you just want the whole thing to just remain the same, because the way it is now, people benefit from the system, and when it's not working, they are doing it. So Somebody say something quickly about what I actually would think that the NFF should actually would do. I'm not saying that the NFF should start using local players, try and develop the players now. Now that they have cancelled the CHAN, because if you don't know, there's no CHAN again. I don't think there's any tournament that you can invite local players to come and play. I don't think there's any tournament again, because since they have cancelled CHAN, there's no tournament you can actually invite them to come and play again. The best you could do is this: you have to recruit the best Nigerian players abroad. Then let's start developing our under 17, under 20, under 23 to see exactly if the talents, the under 17, under 20 talents can actually can compete with the ones that we actually would have abroad. That is what I think can be done. So if you say you want to call the foreign born players again, I think our football will go down. And before we pick up, it might take up to like 10 years. So I just want to say something that it's a mail on channel. He said something that so that means that Denmark will take it. So not that it doesn't take any doesn't comment. So we'll say that the Denmark will accept that because of okay. Because yeah, and actually what they want it. So for me, I just think that if they've cancelled CHAN. So if it's like this, it's going to be extremely very difficult. It's going to be. So that's it. So when you are doing the diaspora one, also make sure that you start with under 17. For me, I think we should start from under 13 to 15. We used to have that before in the past. Under 13 to 15 to 17. We should have that one so that they can be transition from those 8 grades to under 17. We get there because when we add that, we won the under 17 World Cup in 2013. We also won in 2015. It's because of that foundation. So I don't know the reason why they just did not follow that pattern again. So if we start that way, I just think that it's going to actually really help. And I know that people might not like this. If under 17, I understand. But if you see under 20, if you see a player that is good enough, that is not born in Nigeria to play under 20, there's nothing wrong in involving the player to play for the national team, under 20 team back home. So for me, I just think that it's a thing that we have to actually look at. So I forgot to take this story. I didn't take it about a week ago. I forgot to take it. So let me just take this story quickly. I said that it's about Eric Sheck quickly before I should leave. So for the big warm-up game in June, that against Poland and Portugal, I will feature my first team players. These are games that can push us up the global ranking if we win them. So that means that he wants to prosecute the game like the way he did against Russia. So he's going to call the big guns. But let's be honest, in June, will Victor Osimhen come? Will the Calvin Bassis of this world attend? Will Ola Aina of this world attend? When they're going to be on holidays? Remember, against Africa, in the World Cup qualifier 2 years ago, in 2024, both those boys went on holidays. They came back on feet. Are they going to be there? That's my problem. Are they going to be there? So that top players from Nigerian Premier League will also be considered, as I will be watching number of domestic games from now until the end of the season. So, top players. I didn't say any top players. So the Unity Cup provides actually a platform to assess what new players are will come Europe and also invite new players of Nigeria descent. So I think that already actually would map out the list. I think majority of them will be based in the UK, and some of them, airing players like David Ozo. Is it David Ozo? I think he played for Debbie Canty. Is it Debbie Canty he plays for? He played for Debbie Canty. I think he's on loan from Crystal Palace. You know, hearing about 2 players from Liverpool under 21s or so. You know, a couple of players around England and Germany will probably be invited. So there's a lot of things they're talking about. So which is actually what good. Previously called, but never gotten a chance. For example, now maybe probably someone like Chibuke Nwan will be invited and he will now be able to play full game. Maybe we try Teller again, you know. Maybe, you know, you just call those players. So for me, you know, part of what I should said initially is that this Unity Cup game is what it should use. It's what it should use to prepare for under 23, because the way things are might be because it might probably be the coach that will undo our under 23. So for me, I'm actually happy, and I think that it can probably actually be helpful. So let me just say, because I'm trying to avoid the story about the Italy thing. I'm trying to avoid this story. But let me just talk about it before I actually leave. So since I still have like maybe probably 15 minutes, because we'll talk about it before I leave. You know? So let me just say it. If I think about it well, if I think about it, very well, I don't want us to replace Italy. I have to be honest with you. I don't want us to replace Iran. I have to be honest with you. I know that FIFA, they don't want a 47-team tournament. I don't want us to replace Iran. It's just extremely unfair. See, the duty of FIFA is to make sure that those leaving Iran to play for Iran are properly screened, you know, and they're properly screened and making sure, because based on what I'm hearing now is that during the World Cup draws in America, they didn't give them visa to come. So most of the officials didn't get visa to come. So the same thing again will happen. The same thing again will happen. They might give the players visa and not give the officials visa. So it's just very sad, because you cannot play 16 games. Play 16 games and say that you are not going to be allowed to go to this World Cup. It's hard. Even if they give visa, it is not safe for them. So it's hard, and I can tell you, day by day, you see, Iran, they have not picked all the countries. They have picked their base. Iran have not picked their base. There is no preparation. It's just the players still hoping that they can de-escalate things and still play. But the way things are going, there is strong indication. There is strong indication that there's going to be a mini tournament to replace Iran. Or a country will be invited to replace Iran. The way things are going. And it's so clear that FIFA don't want to bring UAE to the World Cup. It's so clear that FIFA don't want to bring UAE to the World Cup. So it's just difficult. It's just so sad that this World Cup that is meant to be celebration World Cup, 48 teams for the first time in the history of this global event, is now going to be overshadowed by political fighting. It's just so sad because they are one of the first countries that qualify for the World Cup. Though I knew that the moment they qualify, they already knew that are they going to go or not? Are they going to go or not? So, for me, I don't know the solution to this. Do you think FIFA should have looked for it? I don't know. 48 team tournament. There's no way FIFA will not host it in America because America, in fact, all those Mexico, Canada, OC World Cup, it's joke. It's America that is hosting this World Cup. It's America that is hosting this World Cup. It's not those Mexico, this thing. How many games are they going to play in Canada and Mexico? How many games are they going to play in Canada and Mexico? It's America that is hosting this World Cup. So it's just so sad. It's just so sad, I think Iran will probably withdraw. I'm not lying to you. They probably withdraw. But when they withdraw, the fine, because if we withdraw 60 days to a tournament, I think based on FIFA rule, you have to pay money. I don't think FIFA will take that money from them because it's not their will for them to actually for them to not go to this World Cup. It's just because of what they have in front of them. Now, going to who will replace them now. Based on reports from Italy, from this is not official report because what they said because I think I saw the video today when they asked the American president about they tweet that Iran is coming. The way they laughed the whole thing off, the way they discuss it shows that they have discussed it seriously internally. And they kept on mentioning Italy. Italy is what they have kept on mentioning. So when you say that it was just a speculation and everything, I don't think so. I think something serious was discussed internally. That's, guys, just ignore this thing. If you do want a problem, just ignore these people. Bring a different continent to it. Because I don't know exactly how to resolve it. I don't know exactly how to resolve it. So, talking about who will take the tickets. See, if somebody say UAE versus Nigeria because if you go and play UAE versus Nigeria in the crucial playoff, UAE versus Nigeria, and because it's just sad. It's just sad. If somehow they're going to go and give Nigeria the tickets. 2 days ago, I learned Trump was the one personally lobbying for Italy. If they went to go and give Nigeria the tickets, this would be the greatest. What Umar actually was said, the greatest story is probably in the history of Nigerian football. I've never seen before. That's why I don't want to talk about it at all. But I just think that all of us always talk about Iran still going there. But I want to lie to you, despite that I want football to prevail, I want Iran to play at this World Cup. But day by day, I think it won't happen. I think, unfortunately, it won't happen. As a guy of God, I don't mind the tickets. So in Nigeria, make with this thing, it should be the highest ranked that is not going to that in that country. Yes, But based on what FIFA said and what they discussed with internally discussed, let me just say, all these things too, get feelers from reputable people, journalists that work with some top FIFA officials, so that they are not using the rule, because there's nothing that said that they should go and pick team from the continent. Say they are not using. Say it's unwritten. Say they are not looking at taking UAE. I think this FIFA is more like profit making, thing. They want to really actually get. They want to get what's it called? They want, it's about money. It's about money. They're expecting revenue. Who can bring revenue? Italy will do well, to bring a lot of revenue, for this World Cup. So why can't they just, look at it and actually and take it? So Nigeria, I don't know, but it is practical. It is practical. No, Nigeria is not replacing. Nigeria is not representing Africa. Nigeria is not representing Africa again. It's just like a FIFA slot. That is it. So because if you bring Italy there, Italy will play Belgium. Can you see? Italy will play Belgium there too. So practically, Nigeria is not. Who is in that group again? So let me just check. So I think Belgium, yes. So Iran, Belgium, New Zealand, and this. So it is very, very tough. It is actually very, very tough, but it doesn't actually matter, because they're not replacing this thing now. So I think it's still balanced, because yeah, when they bring European too, European is going to replace Iran. So it's going Belgium, Iran, New Zealand, this thing. So based on FIFA draw, 3 European teams, they're in the same group. Yeah, right. They can actually be there, but I don't think it's replacing. Anybody that they're bringing, anybody that actually they're bringing, they have to make sure that it's Belgium, and New Zealand, So even itself, I like the way New Zealand actually was picking up. I'm going to wrap up in 2 minutes now. I like the way New Zealand is picking up now. New Zealand even wants Iran to play at the World Cup, because say that you know what, we don't even mind. What's it called? We don't even mind playing Iran in Mexico and things like that. But if Iran qualifies from that group and they have to play their knockout game in what's it called? They have to play their knockout game in in America. Are they going to just stay in Mexico again? I don't think so. It's not reasonable. It's not possible. So thank you, I guess that the FIFA and double standard towards USA, Russia. Russia was banned for similar situations. So sad politics is running. Yes, I agree with you. Because it's about money. Okay, it's about money. Why can't, with all the atrocity of Morocco, with all the nonsense they've been doing, why can't CAF to ban Morocco? It's politics. Why? See, it's politics. They are the breadwinner of world football. It's politics. Because let me sincere with ourselves. A 48-team tournament. How many? We're asking questions. You don't put it super chat there. Ungoka. I will answer you. in a 48-team tournament, how many countries can host it? Now, some countries are pushing that the next World Cup in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, that because they will play some games in, is it Paraguay and Uruguay or so, or Argentina? Let me just check 2030 World Cup. I think they will play in Argentina and Uruguay also. I don't know. I think they're going to play in Paraguay. Oh. Okay, Argentina and this thing, yeah. They will play there. So they are now lobbying that how can they just host small game? Why can't the World Cup be 64 teams? Imagine 64 teams World Cup. How will you travel from Argentina to Morocco? How will you travel? How they want to even do it? It's difficult. How many hours is Morocco to Argentina? It's difficult. You know, these people, they just like money. How would they do it? We're gonna get flight time. It's 17 hours. It's 17 hours. How my days? They just play those few games there. The World Cup should remain 48 teams because all those lobbying for 64 teams will not make sense. Because will not make sense. For 22 hours. Traveling 22 hours from this thing. Just to honor Uruguay being the first country to host. Yes, just to honor them. So for me, I just think that if they host those ones, bye to them. They shouldn't, because what they're saying is that they wanted to host more. So the fastest option is what? 17 hours, 40 minutes to fly from Morocco to Argentina. That's a long flight. So, let me look at this thing. Just to honor, be the first country to actually want to host the World Cup in 1930. Yeah, I agree with that. But it's just that I understand that the lobbying is what I don't understand. That they want to have a 64-team tournament. 64 teams tournament is too much. It's good water than the quality of the tournament, because even this one self now, I don't know what Jordan will go and do there. I don't know what Jordan Cape Verde. There's one team again, IT qualified. I don't know what they want to go and do there, but let's just hope that will they give us a very good World Cup. For me, I think 48 teams tournament is actually what enough. Though, see, people are saying that if we cannot qualify for a 48 team tournament, we don't deserve to be there. Honestly, let to be there, because we say for that 64 is going to be very good. Africa will have 14 slots. If Africa is having 14 slots, is it sure that Nigeria will even qualify? If Africa is having 14 slots, Curicao, 28 teams for AFCON, rubbish. Curicao, IT, Cape Verde. So for me, I just think that not to water down the quality. I think that they want celebration. They want this thing. In fact, I'm even hearing that they want to increase Olympics. They want to increase slots for Olympics too. They want to make money there too. I think that FIFA normally organize the system, but they want people to come celebration. They want to increase the slot for the Olympics. I'm hearing that the women Olympic now will be 20. will be 16 teams now. I think it was 12 before. It will be 16 teams or so. They want also to increase the slot so that there's going to be more. There's going to be more. So it's just FIFA. It's just money. It's just FIFA. It's just as with money. So this FIFA and money, and it's just crazy. Guys, like the video. We are 1:59. I want to finish like 10 minutes ago. I gave you some extra time to just spend with you guys, but I like the discussion. Guys, like the video. We have 57 like about less than about 1/3 of people actually like the video. Come on, you can do better. Like the video. So I don't like when the tournament is watered down. Even the AFCON that is 28 teams is not good for me. For me, it's not good. Though, if we are being sincere with ourselves, the last AFCON that was 24 teams, was there any team that really performed poorly? Was there any team that really performed poorly in the last AFCON? Yeah, I think all the teams that qualified deserved to be there, and they gave good account of themselves. For me, I think the only team who performed poorly, which team performed poorly? Who performed poorly? Uganda? Maybe Uganda did not do well. Gabon, yes, Gabon not meant to perform poorly. Uganda did not do well. Uganda did not do well. Who else again? No, not South Africa. No, put South Africa there. Africa qualified from the beginning now. They qualified. There's a team from Zimbabwe did not do well that much. Zambia, Zambia did well now. They still got a point. Just saying that there's some teams that did not qualify for that AFCON that would have performed well. For example, now Ghana did not qualify for that AFCON. Gambia did not qualify for that AFCON. Guinea did not qualify for that AFCON. Look at Guinea. Cape Verde did not qualify for that AFCON. Cape Verde did not qualify. Ghana did not qualify. Guinea did not qualify. Who else again did not qualify? Not qualify Guinea. I want to count at least 4. I can be competitive. Gambia too. Guinea, Gambia, Cape Verde, Ghana. Can you see? So if you add the 4 countries there, if you add them to the ones that qualified, I don't think the quality will go down that much. I don't think so. The quality will go down that much. I don't think so. I think it will be okay. The only team, Botswana did not do well. I think the team that did not really do well at all is Botswana. I think Botswana did not do well. So I think Botswana did not do well. Yeah, I just put Botswana there. They did not do well. So in my opinion, I just think that Ghana getting Cape Verde and Congo, Brazzaville. So I don't think it's going to water the quality actually what's done. It's just a shame that all these countries now they don't know what they're going to bring. When they actually appear. So, but guys, so let me just say that. So Uganda didn't do well because of the group they found themselves. Yes, but the same group, there's Tanzania in that group too. Tanzania qualified from that, qualified there, and they did well. So my own opinion too, I think even Sudan, I think Sudan qualified. Sudan qualified. So Sudan qualified ahead of Equatorial Guinea. So Sudan qualified ahead of Equatorial Guinea in that group. So for me too, I also think that despite that Sudan find themselves with Algeria, Burkina Faso, and Equatorial Guinea, people tip them to be the last in that group, and Sudan still qualified the last AFCON. So that last AFCON. So for me, I think I just think that Botswana, probably the weakest team in the last AFCON. So guys, 2 minutes, I have to leave. But guys, like the video. 56 likes when we have about 150 something people watching. Like the video before I show what go. Okay, Tanzania. No, Tanzania. Guys, like the video. So I think I've addressed all your questions. I think I've actually addressed that. Like the video before I actually want to leave. Like the video. Let me tell you something too. About Iran and everything. By next month, FIFA will come out and tell you exactly, exactly who they are taking. Everybody is on sabbatical leave. Who they are taking to the how they will arrange the World Cup. They will tell you if Iran is going to be there by next month. So it's not what you are just thinking, it's what they are also thinking too and working very hard to replace. But guys, like the video. Only one like more. Guys, like the video before I actually leave. Like the video. Like the video. I just hope that they can do that because I don't like if it's Nigeria too, that is not there. Imagine Nigeria is not there. Somebody's still asking me about NFF here. Is NFF serious? So guys, like the video. Let's get to 60 likes. Then I can actually just end it there. Let's get to 60 likes. So guys, like the video. And something embarrassing happened in Algeria during the Olympic selfie game, in Algeria, in the semi-final of the CAF Conference Cup. Fans, I don't know what is wrong with that, North Africa. Fans just enter the pitch, scatter everywhere. I don't know what is wrong with in North Africa. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know what is wrong with all that. Just scatter everywhere. The way fans enter the stadium was like, yes, okay, so to say that so that will actually won't be need for four best third place team that qualifies for the knockout. Yes, for the knockout. So that because of that expansion, people will have what's it called? There'll be no. It's gonna be, I think, with 28 teams directly. Then 28 teams group of. Okay, no, I think there will still be two third best placed team for the round of 16, because I think you need 32 teams to compete so that they can be fewer. So there's still gonna be only two third best placed team. So I think we already kicked the like button. So let me just so guys, it's gonna be 7 groups. So 7 groups will produce what? 14 we produce 14 second round teams. Then there's not going to be only 2 third best placed team, 2 best third placed teams. So that's what's going to actually happen. Only 2 that will actually happen. So it makes a lot of actually it makes a lot of sense that it's going to be only 2. That's actually going to actually happen. It's going to be only 2 that will actually happen, which I think that is fair, because if CAF say they want to change to 32 teams, how many countries in Africa can host 28 teams AFCON? How many countries? Yes. How many countries can host a 28 team tournament without in Africa? How many? Cameroon cannot host AFCON now. They can't. Cameroon wasn't even ready. How many countries can host? Ethiopia want to host AFCON. They don't have stadium, but they say they want to host AFCON. How many? How many? How many teams will actually host it? Yes, no. Even World Cup now. How many? Which country can host? Saudi Arabia wants to host it alone. That's gonna be interesting. Saudi Arabia wants to host the World Cup alone. That will be very interesting. So only co-host probably will be what will be introduced, in it. I don't think a single country can actually can host this thing. China can host it if they actually want to. Yeah, I think China have the infrastructure. They also have the infrastructure. They also have they can host it. Turkey, China can actually host the World Cup. Yeah, Turkey. So, but guys, I've already overshoot my time. I like it the way it was actually very fast today. So, guys, that is that. There's going to be Saudi Arabia will host Greece. We host with Greece and Egypt. No, Saudi Arabia will host alone. Saudi Arabia is hosting alone. Saudi Arabia will host. Saudi Arabia will host the video. We host alone. Let me see. Saudi Arabia. Isn't Saudi Arabia going to host alone? Let me just double check. I think Saudi is hosting alone. Saudi Arabia will actually host alone, yeah. I think they host alone, yeah. I think so. Yeah. Yes. 34. Yes, they are hosting alone. Saudi Arabia actually was hosting alone. They don't. They are not co-hosting with any other countries. They're going to host alone. I think they have the infrastructure that can actually host those things directly together. So okay, so for me, I just think that they have the infrastructure that can actually host it together. I don't think there's any other country that can actually if they have the money, they host it themselves. So that is that. So she said that there's no need to expand the competition, so except large score actually for games that involves new nations. The World Cup will get interesting from knockout stage due to the large number. Okay, yes. So Italy are planning to host 238. Okay, I think I heard about that too. Okay, I think I should heard about that one too. So guys, of course, I'm about to actually record the 2 hour mark. We finished around like 1:30, around like maybe probably actually 30 minutes ago. But that is that today. The protest will still happen, but nowadays we will not announce the venue of the protest until we get to a stage that the plan is already fully on ground. We now announce the venue of that protest so that people can actually people can actually know exactly proximity will be thing. Yeah, proximity to is go with it. Nigeria and Ghana can actually co-host too. Nigeria and Ghana can actually can co-host. Nigeria and Ghana without stadium can co-host. Nigeria and Ghana without stadium can actually co-host. So somebody I don't know how I should take this story. Sorry, somebody asked me this question, and I'm going to just say it before. I'm going to throw it before I actually would go. I don't know why I forgot this thing. I was just talking and talking and talking. Someone asked me this question about this boy, Michael Olise. He said that if this boy played for Nigeria, he said that this boy go down retire from international football. Do you think so? That if this boy should have played for Nigeria, the boy go down retire from international football because the boy cannot withstand the treatment from the NFF. The boy go down retire. from international football. Do you think that is actually what the truth? Because say the boy go don't retire from international football based on, in fact, that person even went ahead. I know he's listening to me now. He went ahead that with due respect, that can this guy really function the way they undo the things around the NFF, the way his own thing is like, can he work in the Nigerian settings? For me, I think it can work. I'm just gonna answer that one. He's not, I know he's listening to me now. I think it can work. I think Lukman, before Lukman came to Nigeria, people think that Lukman cannot fit into the Nigerian settings. But now, Lukman is one of the most important Nigerian player in what's it called in currently now. So it's also very reserved compared to like Lukman. Also very this guy self talks. Lukman doesn't talk at all. Doesn't talk at all. So for me, I don't think it's probably going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But the issue is this. They say have similar personalities. Yes, John Jones. Yes, I think that the boy might just get to a stage and just tell you that you know what, they could not blacklist. He could just get to a stage that you know what, he's no longer doing again. And like I said, how I wish the boy played, because I remember that we were trying to campaign and champion for him that this guy should be, even when he was in Reading. But unfortunately, so in my own opinion, I think we cannot say anything until it will fit him. Let's get him as this. It will fit. Okay, it will fit in, and you're like, okay. Let's see. It's gonna actually what? It's gonna fit in. Okay. So we will see. But in my own opinion, I also think that Lukman have similar personality. Kabibasi is different. Victor Moses similar personality too. But despite that, they still fit in and played, in the Nigerian national team. So I just think that it's just comment. But second one is that can Egshe undo him? For me, I think Egshe. That's it. Austin alone is not good. It's not have this. He will fit in. He will retire early. Just the same. He will fit in, but he will retire early. Just the same way with Moses retired from the national team. So I think Gbenga Gaines actually answered it in full. That is, I think he might probably actually retire, early in the national team. In my own opinion too, I think he can probably actually retire early, because I think when I remember that he was listed to play for Nigeria in this tournament, I was in these qualifiers. I was just thinking that I wish we actually we got him, but so I wish we actually we got it, but it's just so sad that sometimes we are not proactive with all these things. Okay. I don't know about that one though. Moses could have stayed longer, but okay. So for me, I also think that if it's there, it might probably stay. But I think that it's gonna take long. It's gonna actually it will actually retire and retire actually pretty actually early. That is actually what my take about that. So that's the reason why. And I'm going to recommend this thing. I don't want to be coming here and just talk about problems. Solution. What's the solution? The NFF needs to have diaspora born ex-international around the team. All those people working with Super Eagles, they should have diaspora born ex-international working in the NFF. Those people too can also understand the culture, that what needs to be done and how to arrange things. I think so. Because since that we are having national team mixed with diaspora-born players and our own local talents here, we can look for a way to also involve what ex-internationals that are foreign born, so that when they come here, too, they can have like sense of belonging. I think that one can actually help. So this is the final one I'm going to talk about in like 5 minutes. Then I actually I hope that people don't send the request, but I think okay, the even the link is no longer working there. So this one, I showed you this one about 2 days ago. Quickly about this. Somebody actually now send a comment that, I thought about this day, the Champions League. But say on Victor Osimhen's personal notes, did I think that if Victor Osimhen plays for Real Madrid and now perform well for Real Madrid, in fact, no Nigerian player for his career. Thank you, Sid. The best year for his career. For taking France. Best. I agree with you, Sydney. Even ahead of England, best. Say that if Victor Osimhen play for Real Madrid, will Victor Osimhen probably be the most play for Real Madrid, win the Champions League, will Victor Osimhen be the most successful or the most accomplished Nigerian player in the history of Nigeria? Like, will it be the most accomplished Nigerian player? I'm talking about, like saying that like this is like the pinnacle of Nigerian football, like footballer. Do you think that this is probably the achieve more than do you think that this group will be the best ever for Nigerian players? For me, let's be honest ourselves. If Victor Osimhen plays for Real Madrid and it takes Real Madrid to win the Champions League, Victor Osimhen will only need one AFCON. For me, I think he's going to probably be the best Nigerian player in history, in my own opinion, because if he could get to the World Cup, win just one AFCON, play for Real Madrid or Barcelona, lead them to Champions League glory, I think there's no way you can talk about the history of talking about how Nigeria export to Europe, the best export to Europe, without mentioning Victor Osimhen, in my opinion. So he can win Ballon d'Or. Osimhen is capable. Yeah, in my own opinion. So if he gets this move, you can see that Barcelona and this in there, if he can get this move, win the Champions League, for me, I think he's probably going to be the best, and the name self will echo, run everywhere for Nigeria. One AFCON champion league, it will be awesome. Yes, one just to win AFCON, go to the World Cup, win the Champions League. He don't finish. And if he breaks Ekini's record today, for me, I still believe that Baba Ekini is the best player, ever, best striker ever. Nothing can change that when the history of Nigerian football. But if Victor Osimhen could do this for himself, I think Victor Osimhen will probably, be probably up there. I'll just say up there. And those insults will actually go away. So thank you guys. I don't want to spend more than 2 hours here. Thank you guys for finding time to actually join today. I really appreciate you I'll spend like almost 30-something minutes waffling, just discussing with you, and I really actually would enjoy it. So thank you guys for joining. Victor need to break the chain for the World Cup record to sum it up. Yes, I agree with you, Charles. Thank you for the super chat, Charles. He needs to break that record to sum it up. Yes, I agree with you, Charles. He needs to break it. And I'm going to say that no, he needs to win AFCON, go to the World Cup. Kanu is first. Did Kanu win AFCON? I don't know that. Did Kanu win AFCON? Did Kanu win any AFCON? Kanu did not score one AFCON goal in his career. Kanu did not score one AFCON goal in his career. In his career. In his career. Did Kanu score at the World Cup? Did Kanu score at the World Cup? Kanu did not score at the World Cup. He went to 2 World Cups, 19 and 2002. I think it was 2010 too. I think it was 2010. He didn't score. He scored 2002. In 2002, I think our first goal was Agawa. Agawa scored 1 goal. That was the only goal against Sweden. We did score against England. We did score against Argentina. 1998. It's not who scored against Paraguay? Is it Kanu? Gold medal Olympic is not this thing. But I agree with you. I don't agree with you actually, but I just think that I don't think that I don't think Kanu did not do well in those. Okay, Oruma, thank you, Oruma. So for me, I just think that I don't agree with that one. Kanu is number 1. I don't agree with that. Kanu got a lot of trophies in his locker, but I don't just agree. Oruma scored against Paraguay. Yeah, Oruma scored against Paraguay. So Kanu just score. In fact, Kanu does score for Nigeria in any major tournaments. Kanu did not score for Nigeria in any major tournament. Any major tournament. Any major tournament. He did score during AFCON. He did score during World Cup. Yes, it's okay. So for now, it is still Mikel. Mikel won Champions League with Chelsea. Yes, I know he won the Olympics. See, is Olympics a major tournament? I know it's not as if I'm here and being ungrateful. I kind of won the Olympics, but is Olympics a major tournament? It's not a major tournament. Olympics is not a major tournament. It's not. It's not. Look, I'm about to finish my the show. That just trigger me slightly. Olympics is not. It's not a major tournament. I hope Baka or Bayern can pick him. If Real Madrid comes for him, I don't think he will resist that pull. It's one in a lifetime. Yes, I agree. See, it's a one in a lifetime. So I like Kanu, but Kanu did not score in any major tournament. In fact, Okocha scored during AFCON. I don't think Okocha scored any World Cup goal. Did he score any World Cup goal? He didn't score in 2002. Did he score in 1994? No. Bulgaria. He didn't score against Bulgaria. He didn't score against Argentina. It was Chelsea that scored against Argentina. Against Greece, I think it was Finidi Gioia and Amokachi. Against Italy, he didn't score in 94. He didn't score in 94. He didn't score in 98 too, because 98 against Spain was Ongo, Ikweba, Oruma. Who scored against Denmark? Was it Bangida? I scored against Denmark. Was it Bangida that scored against Denmark? Was it Bangida that scored against Denmark? Yes, Yanni. So, with due respect to them, it's not as if the coach did not score at the World Cup. He scored during AFCON. He scored in AFCON 2000. He scored in AFCON 2000. He scored in AFCON 2004. He scored against Cameroon. I remember. He scored in yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. Mikel won it all. Yes, Mikel won it all. Mikel won it all. So, Victor Moses scored. He scored during AFCON. See, even if you are talking about the achievement of players, talk about Victor Moses too. Talk about him too. He went to the World Cup. He scored. He played in the second round of the World Cup in Nigeria against France. He won the AFCON. He scored. He was one of the best players during AFCON. He took Nigeria to 2 World Cups, 2014, 2018. So if we are also mentioning great Nigerian players, let's talk about Victor Moses. He won the Europa League with Chelsea. Was he one with Chelsea? So, yes, I know. Talking about how important Victor Moses too was for the Nigerian national team. I know. I know. People will still abuse me on Victor Osimhen, but I just think that so I just think Europa League winner. Yes, people talk about Victor Moses too because people don't talk about him. Who say finance? Yes, people don't talk about him. They don't talk about Victor Moses at all. So for me, who are mentioning these guys too, Mikel won all the major UEFA Cups, AFCON, played at the World Cup. Kanu was very instrumental in all Nigeria tournaments. But this score any go. I will rate Victor Moses, Musa, Mikel, Seth. They were important. Those were our proper talents. They also played big clubs too and leagues. Musa scored back-to-back World Cup tournaments. First Nigerian player to do that. Back-to-back World Cup tournaments. Who scored in 94? So nobody scored in 94 and scored in 98. So nobody scored in 94 World Cup and now scored in 98 World Cup. That's strange. Oh my days. In fact, we did hype ourselves. So nobody scored in 94 and came back to score 98. So, Baba Yekini he didn't score against Spain. He just tried that bicycle kick there. Nobody scored in 94. So nobody scored 94 and 98 together. What about we only score one goal, 2 Agawa. Oh yes. And we go to 2006. Nagawa wasn't in this thing. Kanu. Namla said that Kanu, Mikel, Yekini, Finidi are ahead of Osimhen. I think you are right. In terms of what? Did Kanu win the AFCON? Did Kanu win the AFCON? Mikel, I agree. Well, I'm very well. Don't know. You went to praise you are lazy today. But don't worry, just because people will be asking about you, I'll just give only Umbu Henry, please. Oh, only Umbu Henry. I'll give you only Umbu Henry to join, please. Only Umbu, please, guys. Only Umbu. I just put the link there. Only Umbu, please. No, because I already want to wrap up. You guys just join into the conversation. Only Umbu. Kanu. Osimhen has no trophy. Osimhen has no trophy. Has no trophy. Osimhen won the league with Fenerbahce. He won the league with Napoli. I'm talking about most accomplished. Sorry, boy. I'm coming. Just one sec. Hello, buddy. Know that you are.
I was just enjoying myself, though.
Okay, the weather is good now.
Yes, I went to Jazz Festival. That's right.
Okay.
So, concern about Finidi, Kano, Mika, I think they are ahead of Osimhen. Yeah, they are ahead of Osimhen in terms of winning trophy. But there's some. No, Kano was ahead. Is still ahead of Osimhen, winning 2 African Best Player. Kano is still ahead of Osimhen. Finidi is still ahead of Osimhen. Mikel is still ahead of Osimhen. But the problem is, did Beba win the African Best?
Yes.
Still ahead of Osimhen.
Why? He's going ahead of Osimhen. Why?
Because of AFCON.
Eh? He didn't win AFCON.
He played 94.
Was he in 94?
Beba was in a check.
It was 92. I think it was 92.
Victor Beba.
Yes, it was 92, but I'm not sure maybe it was 94. If it was 94, he didn't play.
But they gave him a medal.
Okay, it was in 94. It was 94. It was 94 World Cup.
And was it still? What about the AFCON?
He said he was there in 94. He said he was there in 94 to win AFCON.
Therefore, he's still ahead of Osimhen because he won the African Best, won the AFCON, he went to World Cup.
And he scored the World Cup. He scored the World Cup. He scored at the World Cup.
So far as his leg touches that World Cup, his name is there, still ahead of Osimhen. Osimhen has not been to World Cup. So definitely that is.
Well, do you think that with all these things, you guys are just throwing poo at Victor Osimhen, looking at do you think that he deserves more respect?
He deserves more respect because let's look at the area he's playing right now. Nobody can compete with him right now. Therefore, he deserves more respect. Right? And if he was in that era, he will also win more. He will also win more with them. So I don't want to start comparing him from this, but at the moment, because of our football is no longer is going down, and him, Lukman, Iwobi, they are the only people right now, and who are getting Kazimbasi, all those things. But in terms of winning trophy, achievement to the nation, I think they are ahead of him. You see, right? They are ahead of him. Yes.
Okay. Before I know that you are busy now, before I should let you go, what do you think Victor Osimhen needs to do to be the number one player in Nigerian football history?
Win the AFCON and go to World Cup. That's the only thing that left. He doesn't need any other thing. Has he won the African Best? Yes. It's something applicable to Lukman. These two are the 2 people that have won it in their era. Go to World Cup.
So if Lookman wins the World Cup, we probably wins the win something with Atletico Madrid and also win AFCON. Would you think that he achieved more than Victor Moses in Nigeria?
Will he achieve more than Victor Moses in Nigeria? Yeah, because of the African best.
Hmm.
Who the hell is calling me? If these cameras are calling me, I will do it. Yeah, 1 minute.
Oh, when I spoke for 40 minutes,
Yeah.
you have reached yourself. His cameras are calling you.
No. Go ahead. I'll just close it. Go ahead.
So what's so now these generations, why are you guys throwing them in the dustbins? Because these guys played the final of their last AFCON, the AFCON in 2024, was in the semi-final, narrowly missed the AFCON final on penalties. So is it good for us to just look at them like this and say that, you know what, guys, go and win the AFCON? Not everybody will win the AFCON. See,
They have to win the AFCON if you want to do it.
Unwary. The AFCON was 8 teams in 1980. Was 8 teams in 1980. The AFCON next year, Unwary, will be 28 teams. So,
that one is easier.
The
one in 8 team is very hard than the one in 28 team.
No.
Can I explain to you? Before you qualify for the 8 team, you will be the best.
Yeah.
This one you can qualify. You first of all start from the foundation. What is okay? Make the AFCON 18. Do you think Nigeria can qualify?
Okay.
Right? Make it 18 now. Do you think we can qualify? If we can't qualify at the World Cup,
even Ghana will not qualify.
so these are the logic. So at that 18, even when it was 4 to go to the World Cup, now football made simple, and you can't go to the World Cup. We are not the best. Now they make it 10. When it was 4, when it was 5, we are qualifying. Now that is 10.
I think it was 3 in 94, was it?
It was 3.
Now, look, we have to respect 1994 says. We have to respect them. It's not easy. 3. Nigeria number 1. Yeah, that is it. Now that is 10. No, man. Well, what are we doing?
Okay, I know that you're busy. Well, you send me one message, and I want to address it here. You know, do you think that what they offered Italy, if they offered Nigeria, they will take it?
We have no other choice. They want to clean their messes. They want to clean their shame. They will collect it. They have promised us heaven and earth, and they gave it to us. Even if they ask us to pay $1 million, we will pay in order to cover our in order to cover our shame, because we have lied to the public. Because they know that if they pay the $1 million to go, they will receive money to repay that money. They will use it and do a campaign. You see, right? Yes. Yeah. They are finding every other means. They will use it and do it. If they say 2 million, Nigeria pay 2, they will raise them immediately. They will pay to cover the shame, to use it to make the campaign, to use it to make. They will even get the money times 10.
Yeah. So before I let you go, so I don't twist it before I let you go. Oberi, if Victor Osimhen did not win AFCON and he goes to the World Cup, how will you rate him?
Still the same. You have to win something. You have to win something to your nation. You have to win. Yes. That's who made you who you are. You have to win. Yeah, despite you want something at the under 17, but that one is underage, which those people also want. Some of them want something in their under 17. You have to win something. That's what we want. You will not be a king in a town and in your village. No? You have to be a king. Charity begins at home. You have to be a king in your village, then going to the town. Which he tried. He tried. It's because of the under 17 that people saw him. So many people, and he capitalized
I agree.
But that AFCON.
Yeah.
It's a master. It's a master.
Yeah.
It's a master. Then concerning about Olisa, Olise. So what's his name? The guy playing in Bayern.
Yeah.
He will quit. He will quit for Super Eagles.
It will what?
He will quit immediately. Yeah. Don't use his lifestyle with Lukman's lifestyle. He's super talented, but he's very stubborn. Yeah, super talented. What the club? The club will wear white. He will wear decent. So yes, he will. He will not. He doesn't take nonsense. He will. Unpack my things and leave. You have to. In fact, he will make. He will not even talk. He doesn't. You hardly see him talk. You have to treat him well. If you don't treat him well, he will leave. This is not that he was born.
Yeah. So do you think Eric can manage him quickly? 10 seconds.
If you can manage him, he can manage him, but you have to provide all his needs. Yeah. Why can't Eric ask the boys not to boycott?
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
So management is different from providing his needs. You can't make him uncomfortable. Where he's the type that he will give you all the services, but you have to give him all the services he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you.
That's why I heard that he doesn't allow promoters. Is it promoters? Is this night? He doesn't allow those things.
Yeah.
He want to do things on.
He likes that pleases him.
He wants to be a free person, and that's why he can't play. He can't play in Arsenal. Because he have problem with Arteta. Yeah. He doesn't want somebody to regulate him. He allow him to play what he wants to play.
Yeah.
And Alex Chill love this kind of people. Play what you want to play. He will give you an instruction. Play this. Yeah. He can manage him, but the federation will fail him. Yeah, the federation is the problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Ombweri. God, I'm already about to close, but I should join. But thank you for your time. Your face is shining. Thank you.
That man, I was just driving. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ombu. Thank you. So I do too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I came on just to call the last discussion.
Yes.
We might not like him as a coach or because of what has happened to our football, that because when he coached the national team, matches that were supposed to win, we didn't win them. And now that cost our football. Like I said, I will rate Finidi and Victor Moses ahead, even ahead of Kanu. Yeah.
So,
Finidi won the AFCON.
Sorry, I'm waiting for you, Henry. I think you lost there. Left. Continue. I don't. Sorry.
Finidi won the AFCON. He scored. He played at the World Cup. He scored. He won the Champions League and he scored. So that was how using. That's just he ticked all the boxes. When it was senior team, he ticked all the boxes, and in all these competitions, especially in AFCON and in the Champions League that he won, he was also instrumental. He was instrumental, So I was we have. I know because, like I always say in Nigeria, When you are up there, don't take some jobs that will bring your image down. Because of if Niji had not coached Spy Goose, I'm sure we'll see rate him higher. Because of what happened as a coach of the national team, that has even rubbished all his record. As I said, we will rate him if we're ahead of Kanu. Because he scored in all these competitions. Then two, I want to only say we not quit early. Please, some of us here, I would say we knew why Victor Moses left. You know the reason. But he said we don't quit. As long as he still has those indie boys around him in the national team, he will not quit early. With lots of Basi, Ajayi, what's going on? He will be uncle. No, he will not quit early. I know. You just see their own.
Is a nasty Spy player?
I will say yes. I will say yes.
Okay.
I will say yes until the unexpected happened. I will say yes.
Okay.
Let me say that the only thing that can make him the national team is if they blacklist him. Like what they did to Leon Balogun and what they are doing to Tony Payne now. That's the only thing. But for him to quit, you not quit. Because these guys, they have buffers in themselves. I mean, all these indie boys, they rally themselves, they have buffers in themselves. As I said, he will not.
Yeah.
Then number three, you and I, we chatted. I sent you a message on WhatsApp. We like some people because of the programs they do, they show to us on YouTube, on their channels, stuff like that. But when it's time to take a stand against the injustice that's been meted out to our football, they go silent. They go practically silent. And I think people have been saying it here that some of them, they benefit from the covers of NFF. Why? That whenever there's competition, they like to join the flight. At least, but I won't lie to you. If they pay the flight of 3 of your crew, that's something. That is something. So I was not surprised when you came live like 2 days ago that some people are chickling out. I was surprised, and I asked you personally about a particular group. You said, now we are talking about people. People like to do that. People chicken out. When it has to be where they gain, when they get something from, they chicken out. So those are my opinions. I respect everybody, but we all love Victor. He's our best homegrown player. And the best Spikes player now. Flying, hoisting the flag of the homegrown. But for him to be among the greatest, he needs to get there too. He needs to get there too. And I pray he gets there. We all know that. We don't know what happened, why he's playing where he is now, because he wanted to get out of that shackle, so he moved to this one. But he needs to get there too. Go to the World Cup, play on the AFCON final, win, stuff like that. But he's still rated amongst them. But as for me and me, I'll say our greatest striker so far, God bless his soul, is Si Baba Ashidi Ekini.
Yeah.
Always.
So I want to ask you a question before I let you go, because I've tried to close that 1 hour ago, but this conversation just kept on going. I don't know if you have listened to Agadi's interview. He said something that really baffled me, and because of what I know about Nigerian football, you know that they called him to come for the 2002 World Cup in Japan, Korea.
Yes.
He did not come. Do you think that they they brought him back to that 2004 and now give him the hammer that you can't just walk out of the national team? So I think he was probably kicked out in 2004. Do you think that it might be just with that, or it's just punishing him for indiscipline? Because according to him,
It was indiscipline. I knew Agali even when he was in Niger Dog. He played United. I know he was even playing United. Called God's boy. You know, it was discipline. You knew you and I, we knew why they were asked from the national team then because they are indisciplined.
But you know, Akuba Igbeni came out to say the story too that you know, I don't know, maybe see, I don't know. I know I've been to like Super Eagles camp before, and that the camp rule and everything, so it's different from club side. So you should not just give us club side. But see that sometimes some people cannot confine themselves into the four walls of their room and chill. That's it can just say, okay, you know what, I want to relax somewhere, like in the hotel. It's not as if it's outside. Say it was the sport minister that saw them. I think it was Southern Ambassador that saw them and said, okay, you know what, you know, he's going to ensure what get rid of them. Do you think that warning should have been good then? Because that AFCON, we have won that AFCON.
Well, Smith, I would say, I love giving people second chance. I don't like when you ask people. I love warning. I love warning. But we didn't know what happened before then. And then all the journalists then, you know, journalists there were not content creators.
Okay, I finished driving. I was waiting for you to finish driving. No, that's why I was there.
Journalists there were not content. They're not content creators. Smith, my problem with Nigerians is this: no Nigerian will come out and say, "Oh, I deserved what they did to me." No Nigerian will come and say, "I deserve what they did to me." Everybody is always right. Even the one that stole money will always be right. Even Salisu came out and still defended himself that he didn't do anything bad. So, like I said, we don't know what happened before then. But like you said, a rule is a rule. You know, if I go to a chief imam's house, even if I'm putting on Timberland, everything, I must take off my shoes. That is their rules. A rule is a rule. Then can rules be amended? Yes, it can be amended. Can it be adjusted? Yes, it can be adjusted. That I say you have to look at people who they are. Oh, if your own way, you don't like staying in your room. Okay, can you stay in the compound, the garden? No problem about that. But when they say the rules is stay indoor, nobody should go out. You have to follow the rules. You cannot follow the rules, excuse yourself. That's my kind of person.
I just think that that is actually what double standards sometimes. We have seen players that broke the rule and they even became the leader in that team. You know, you remember the night before the second round game against Denmark in '98.
That's it.
Even the night before the game against Italy, at least one of them came out and said that the leader in that team was the one that was causing trouble before the game against Italy. Though it's now how many years ago now?
But he didn't mention names.
He didn't mention it, but we know the leader. Even before the Nigeria came back game in Balogun Stadium in Lagos, we all knew exactly what happened. The something party. So and in fact, the player that was involved in it, the player played in that game. So for me, I just think that sometimes, well, I hope that they can have.
Like I said, I love warning. I love warnings. Give people warnings. But now, why do you do this? Let people let have conversation. When we do our work here, we have conversation. Say, oh, this is why I did this. Because when I'm in my room, I don't feel good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we don't want this. We know the reason why you are doing it. Another person might be doing it for a wrong reason. So I love seconds. I love warnings. I don't like you just dealing with people once and for all. No, give them warnings. No, but like I said, what it is on Agali, well, we were not in camp. We had what the press said then. Now we are in zone. Until they bring everybody, we cannot judge. But that's just it.
Thank you. I also for your time. Thank you. I also So there's my fastest set of callers. Okay, Ramona, just quickly so that we can have it up quickly before I go to Henry.
Hi, Smith. Actually, I was not planning to show up today, actually,
But
but
we
when you asked
triggered
that
you.
question, you triggered me. So I'm like, I must come in, and speak.
Okay.
And also, I don't want any misconception,
Okay.
I respect Osimhen. He's a great player. He's a wonderful player. I watch his games. When he was in Napoli, I watched Napoli games. Now I watch his team in Turkey. He's a great player. But now you asked a specific question. You said that is it going to be the most accomplished if he wins Champions League with Real Madrid? So that was the question you asked, right? So I was answering based on the question you asked. Now, I don't know, is it just because Real Madrid is a top team? In the 90s, Ajax Amsterdam was a top team. A team that is top today might not be top in the next 10, 20 years. For example, Real Madrid was not really top in 98, 99. If you remember, at the point, Real Betis was getting top players than Real Madrid. Did you follow? If you follow football in the 90s, exactly. Yeah. So things change. So just because a player is playing for a top team and wins Champions League does not now mean that he's the greatest in the country. He won it in Europe, not in Africa. So now, if you're not trying to use that comparison of say, because he won the Champions League with Real Madrid, that is when I now said, okay, what about Kanu? Kanu was part of the invisible in Ajax. Do you know that? Ajax Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Do you know that Ajax went unbeaten?
Yeah.
In the 95. They won treble. Do you know that? In that same year, they won the Dutch League, they won the Champions League, and I think the Dutch Cup. They were unbeaten. That team also had Kluivert, Seedorf, Overmars.
Yes.
That Dutch team was a team that went to the 98 World Cup. Till today, the Dutch team of the 98 World Cup is my best team ever. That's why even till today, the Dutch team is my best team in Europe till today. So Kanu and Finidi were in that team. They won the Champions League. So what are we saying? So if we're now comparing that to because Osimhen wins Champions League with Real Madrid, it's still the same accomplishment. Then on top of that, they now went to AFCON and they won the AFCON.
No, they didn't win the AFCON.
Sorry. Okay, apart from Kanu. But Finidi went to AFCON, he won the AFCON. Then he now went to the World Cup. But Kanu also went to the World Cup as well. Yes. So that is the difference. Kanu went to the World Cup. So why are we in pain today? We're in pain because this set of Super Eagles team have not been to the World Cup. Smith, let's call it straight. They've not been to the World Cup. I'm not saying that everything is their fault, but at the end of the day, people will judge you by your accomplishment.
Yeah.
At work, if they give you a project to do, you have to deliver it. Did you do it or not? Now, one thing about Osimhen is that Osimhen is a great player, but when we need him the most, sometimes he's not there. Now, most of it is not his fault because he's injury prone.
When do you think we need him the most as he's not there?
Again, before I say this, let me be. It's not most of this is not his fault, and it's because he's injury prone.
Do you think that you say in a way that when he's injured, we really miss him? Let me just put it that way.
Okay, we miss him, yes, but it still affects us. Do you see? I don't know. I can explain this. Drogba, I'm a Chelsea fan. When we think of the Champions League win of 2012, we think of what Drogba did. At the most important time, he showed up and he scored. Osimhen has not really done that for us like that. Like if you look at the AFCON, for example, they will remove him before we play penalty shootout, or they remove him before the end of second half. Little things like this matters. Okay. No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Ronaldo of Brazil. He won the 94 World Cup with Brazil. Do you know that? But he did not play. 98, he did not win. And then it was like, okay, Ronaldo, people were insulting him. Oh, did blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. 2002, he came back with a vengeance in his heart. That I want to cement my place as one of the best players in the history of this game. And he did. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos. Do you see the difference? So, Osimhen needs to do something that will make us remember that, my goodness, hey, when Osimhen played this AFCON and he scored that important goal that won us the AFCON, or he scored that important goal that took us to the World Cup. You see a player like Iwobi, no matter what people say about Iwobi, I will always remember that Iwobi scored the goal that took us to the 2018 World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about moments. Football is about moments. It's not just about, because whatever. Okay, he won with Napoli. Ikpeba won with Monaco.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me just ask you a question. I don't want to stop you there. You've said this about Victor Osimhen, but there are some players too that are where I'm not taking callers again. This is my last call about Logun. I'm not taking callers again. So there's some players that they're just unlucky to be in that particular team. I don't know, maybe you know a player called Pavel Nedved. You can see that no matter how he try for Czech Republic,
Nedved, I remember, yes,
Nedved, he's still gonna be that. I think they had Jankola then. Is it Jankola? But he's still gonna be the only person, that you will still see, there. So if you even Milan Baros, yeah. If you look at the Spain team of the 90s, that would start from like Raul, if during the era of Raul Gonzalez, he was the golden boy, everything was around him until they built a team, is it Luis Aragonés also? I don't know if it was Luis Aragonés, like in 2008, that's one. So, I see Victor Osimhen is similar situation.
Yes,
that's yeah.
It is similar, but it is not too late.
Yeah, it's not too late. Okay.
Exactly. So it's not too late. That's I'm saying that if he can just win at an AFCON or just go to the World Cup, he can overtake all the players I spoke about. Because before him now, we have to talk about Mikel, we have to talk about Kanu, we have to talk about Finidi. As for Finidi, you see, one thing about me is that I believe in principle, right? Yes, I know people have so much to say about Finidi. I know Mr. Adedotu was saying something about Finidi. Let's separate the legendary status of a player from a coach. A person can be a good player and a bad coach. It happens. Yeah. I mean, Rooney was a good player for Manchester United, but now he's not really good. So that does not take away the fact that Rooney is a legend for Manchester United. You see, so let's separate that. You see, if you look at what Finidi achieved for the Super Eagles, we cannot underestimate it. And that's the reason why when Osimhen said what he said to Finidi, I was expecting an apology from Osimhen. I was disappointed because I don't think people really understood what the set of 90s did for us. Let me tell you something. A lot of my friends from Kenya, Congo, Tanzania, Cameroon, the reason why they love Africa and Nigerian football is because of the set of 90s. Do you know that?
Yeah, I agree.
Then I know you spoke about Atlanta 96, for example, with Kanu. At the time when that Olympic Games was played, it was seen as a major tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe not now. Now, if it was not a major tournament, were you Nigeria in 96? Why was it that Nigeria went upside down when we won the gold medal?
Yeah, and
why did you all go crazy?
I also remember the headline on BBC then, BBC headline then, that a new force has emerged in world football. Nigeria just won the Olympics.
Why did Amazon?
That was what they said on BBC then.
Why did Amazon Prime have a documentary about the 96 team? Did you see that Amazon documentary?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Till today, my American friends who don't even watch football, they call it soccer, right? One of my American friends, he does not even watch football, but he said, "Oh, 96, I remember Kanu." How does he know about Kanu? This guy knows nothing about football. Soccer, he knows nothing. But how does he know about Kanu? So, see, let's call a spade. Like, I don't think, and this is the reason why, this discussion is the reason why the set of 90s feel a certain way about this current set sometimes. I'm not playing devil advocate for them, but this discussion where we're having that, Osimhen is greater than Finidi, than whatever, is one of the reasons why they feel a certain way, because it's like it's undermined the achievement, what they did for us. In the 90s, we were under military government. Nigeria had a bad name, bad reputation globally, military era, so many problems, right? But football was one of the things that made us global as a country. And what they did in the 90s, even to today, people still talk about it. Will people talk about what Osimhen did in the next 10 years, 20 years? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves. I still feel like we undermine what these guys did in the 90s. If it's that easy to qualify for World Cup, why have they not qualified for World Cup? Even with the fact that now they said 9 teams can go to the World Cup from Africa. Why are they missing? So for Osimhen, I pray that God will heal him from his injuries and that he will show up at the time when we need him the most.
Okay.
Because
yes. So okay, I don't want to stop you. I want to ask a final question. I don't want to stop you.
So I pray that things goes well for him and that he's able to, so that he can show up at the time when we need him the most. Because we've not really seen those moments. Remember when Ipeba spoke about the game between Nigeria and Ghana, it felt a certain way. Remember? It's not because Ipeba was trying to insult Osimhen, but Ipeba understands what it means for a player to show up at a time when you need them the most. In fact, when you show up, every mistake you've made in the past is cancelled. Football is about moments, Then a quick one about the issue of the 2004 team, Agali that was kicked out and things like that. I think you said that, maybe it was a trap for them to kick him out. I don't think it was. I think something happened in that team, so we need to separate it,
Okay.
We need to separate issues like, Agali not going to the 2002 World Cup, and then the issue, we need to separate it. Something must have happened because it was not just him. It was him, Yakubu, and then I think Agawa as well.
No, Babayaro.
With Babayaro, yeah. So, and we know Babayaro always have problem with discipline, He's always, okay, I don't want to go into people's private life, but we know, some of us that know this, we know what happens, with Babayaro. So it's about discipline, when there's a team rule, you have to follow it. That is the reason why European teams tend to do well in tournaments than African teams. First, the little details matters, But then again, we don't really know what happened, But I don't think that's to do with anything like I'm trying to blacklist him. I don't think. Players always talk and whatever, but yeah.
But I want to just ask you a question, quickly about Victor Osimhen. Sorry for just being inquisitive.
No, it's fine.
Can you remember a game that if Victor Osimhen is not injured and he will not play well for Nigeria? You remember one at all?
He always play well for Nigeria, but again, remember he played for us against DR Congo. We lost the game. But after first time, we removed him. So that affected. So then in the qualifiers, if he was there in the first few games, maybe it would have helped us. Do you see? That's what I'm saying, that when we need him the most. Again, it's not his fault, but again, that's what I say. So that's why.
So okay, finally, I remember now. Do you think that the coach is right to look for different ways to play? Like trying to see that, okay, you know what, if it's available, it's available. Like just look for a way to play, because I don't think we didn't have plan B throughout the World Cup qualifier without Osimhen. So I think probably that one should work available. And I'm happy that this coach is looking for ways to play without him, so that if available, it's available. If it's not, it's not. So that just.
But that's why we need to pray that our players in Europe are able to do well, like people like Ako Adams, That's why people are talking about Gift Orban, for example, Hopefully maybe he plays for Nigeria one day, That's the reason why we need more players. And that is the difference between this team and the 90s. In the 90s, if there's no Yakini, do you know what it means for a Pepper to be on the bench in 94?
But with
98. No, I'm just giving an example. Then, as Yakini was fading out, Ipeba stepped in, but Ipeba and Kanu played together, right, in the same team. So if there's no Kanu, there's Ipeba. And Amokachi was still there in between somehow, in 98, right? So That is what this team lacks as well, depth, So, and that's why players like Terry Murphy and all this, I don't know what happened to them, And also, in the first stage of these qualifiers, Iheanacho was playing, remember? He had Iheanacho and all these players. So, but you saw, it was disappointing.
Yeah. So
that is the thing. Apart from Osimhen, we don't really have anyone we can rely on. So, but I know that we would have players, So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be one of these diaspora-born players, That's why we have to start looking for them, And that's why even a player like Ileni Kana, that's why I keep asking you, what is he doing in Saudi Arabia? What is he doing there? Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm even hearing that he's even planning to come back to Europe immediately.
Exactly. So these are players we need that can replace Osimhen, so that if Osimhen is not there, they can score for us.
Yeah, he was called up for the game in Bloemfontein, but he's in decline. It was not. He wanted to. He just moved to Monaco. He wanted to settle and everything. That time. That's the reason why he just actually had to wait in France. Yeah. So it was meant to be the ones that you call me. That that Rwanda South Africa game that we played. Yes.
And also, you see, Ako Adams, for example, I also pray that he remains fit because he also sometimes have injury problems as well. You see, so we pray that he remains fit and he doesn't relapse on his injury.
Because if Ako is not there, we don't have striker.
So we have to pray that he keeps fit.
Yes.
But I love Osimhen. He's a great player. I mean, nobody's perfect, but I think before we start talking about Osimhen, it is a huge disrespect for us to put him ahead of players like Mikel and Finidi. It's like I was in SA in 2013 when we won
the AFCON.
I was there live in the stadium. The following day, when I got to work, my colleagues, my South African colleagues, they came around me clapping. They were hailing me and my Nigerian friends at work that day. These are things that matters, They're like, Niger. They were hugging me. They were, even my boss, everybody was hugging me. So I know what it feels like to win AFCON, to go to the World Cup. Now we are praying to go for this World Cup. Maybe a miracle will happen, whatever. Now people are looking at me. Where is Nigeria? Where is Osimhen? So, but
I think I like something that is evidence-based, and when you have a superior argument, I like that, because you mentioned some key parts, and one of the ones that really mentioned that I really struck me was the game against Ghana in Abuja. It's okay, this is the game that you want to show up, you want to stand up
Smith, nobody should blame any player in that game. You have to blame your coach. The question you need to ask yourself is this: assuming that Eric Hill was the one that coached those boys, do you think that Ghana will win Nigeria?
Nobody's blaming
Ghana would have won.
Yeah, so
Ghana would have won too.
How would Ghana won?
Nobody's blaming
I want to know. Yes, how would Ghana won?
So Ayamula, thank you for your time. Any final thing you want to say? Any final thoughts?
Final thought. I pray a miracle happens and then we go for this World Cup.
See, you are the last man standing. Okay, all right. Thank you. And let me tell you something there. Thank you. Umweri is sharing the same thing, but he's not saying publicly. He's texting me. But thank you. Thank you, Ayamula. Thank you. So as Ayamula, so people always enjoy Ayamula's contribution. His thoughts are always, the same line. He explains in details, and I like when people actually have superior argument and be able to say the way. I didn't see it that way. But thank you, Ayamula, for always, always. So, but Henry, let me just hear from you, because I don't know.
No, what I wanted to say was, when we're comparing players, that's when I wanted to come up. Sometimes I don't think it's fair to come. I mean, we can do it in the media, but I don't think it's fair. Say players from different generations. Lukman, Victor Moses, man, two good players. But in that era, football, you need to know the history of football now. What has happened to football is just funny. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the back room. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
players don't have character anymore. Yeah, there was an interview I watched when Pochettino talked about Maradona and Okocha, and he said because Pochettino played with Maradona, remember? So he was
Mm-hmm.
like, he said there are players that when they come in, you know that
Mm-hmm.
this guy, the room, you would know. He said when they feel the room, you would know. They don't train, but you know. He said he mentioned Maradona. Then he also mentioned Okocha. He said Okocha, man. That's what he said. So there are some in that era. Even with all due respect to Victor Osimhen, a very good player, but in the era of before, where you had many number nines, in the 90s, you had Batistuta, you had just call them so many.
Divosuka.
Those players are worth billions in this era. You know, there was a time they were not playing first nine. They were not using number nine. Europe, I don't know what they wanted to evolve into. Then all of a sudden they started demanding number nine
But
again.
Adrian,
So,
let me ask you. See, you mentioned these players now. With due respect to those that are still playing now,
mm-hmm.
when you know that there was an era that we normally have sharp shooters like Batistuta you're talking about, like Devosuka. You know that
That
even
was that was the 90s. That was Suka.
Suka.
Many I can't even remember some number nines.
I think
They were
Isto
deadly.
Stoichkov.
Hernan Crespo.
And I want to talk about that Crespo. You know, when Crespo came, I think, Crespo, I think there's one guy to call Metagema Kesima. I don't know, maybe he's called lots of goals. So,
Yes.
when Crespo came and this Drogba, I think, there's a shift. I think this is shifting. So, to
Yeah,
compare
when
them
Hernan
directly,
Crespo, yeah, there was a shift. There's a
mm-hmm,
yes, naturally football evolves. You understand? From the typical number nine that can really play in the late 70s, for example, the likes of Pele, I know
mm-hmm,
people that watch football, Diego Tostao, those number
mm-hmm,
nine that were very mobile.
mm-hmm.
You understand? To number nine that would just stand in the box and just wait.
Like, and this
Uh,
guy, Jimmy Floyd Azubaj, similar.
Jimmy Floyd, Bank was good though,
Yeah,
but he was not mobile. Yeah, he was just
yeah,
standing in the box. Those kind of number nine, typical European number nine.
yeah,
Osimhen is also kind of European number nine. Keep the box, keep the two defenders busy there. You understand?
yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Run that
what
channel.
I'm just saying is that in that era, I think if you put some of those players in this era, and that's a very popular question now, if you've watched some of these football interviews in that era, if you bring some of those players to this era now, they will be worth so much. You understand? Because the there was so much competition in some of this era, even in the
But
Super
can
Eagles.
those players play in this era?
Yes, they will play. And number one, and they have character. A lot of those players had more character. In yes, the fitness, the level of fitness would need. Obviously, it would. I'm assuming every other thing will remain constant in terms of their skill, their ability. Those players can definitely fit in with the same information. They would fit in and slot in into many teams too. That's what I'm just saying. If you even go to the late 2000s and 10s, where you have Victor Moses, Mario Gomez, some of those players too, that were just average players in that era. In this era, they will be worth more. You
Okay.
understand? Because
Let me ask you a question. Just one simple question. Do you
yeah,
think there's one player happy for Liverpool called Dick Coit? Is it Coit?
the kite, yeah,
Coit, yes. With that, can he play in this era?
yes, hard working player, very hard working. He did not score many goals, but he did a lot of dirty job. You understand? He was a special player. Not just the kite. There's this uh, the guy that played for Inter Milan when they won the Champions League with Jose Mourinho. He was a constant. He plays on the left side. Forgotten
Uh,
his name.
is
Pandev.
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 Pandev,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did not do a lot of things, but if you hear Jose Mourinho speak, he said one player he doesn't like to do without was that guy. You understand? Also Maluda, Florence Maluda. You would think this guy just runs around. But one player he
But can Mada play in this
yes,
era?
one player that Chelsea players would rate very highly was Florent Maluda. We did not like seeing him, but they were like that guy was so good. You understand? So Florent, I think a lot of those players would play very well in this era. I think one thing that I notice is happening in this era is that there's more. The back room has a major control of everything happening in the team. The coaches they want to secure their job much more. They basically define every move that the players should make. The players nowadays they don't have any character anymore. You don't see they do little. Not no exceptionalism anymore. It's just running around. They've already mapped out all the triangles, so you just run in those triangles. If you do anything out of the ordinary, they can even take you off. You understand? For me, Pep Guardiola started that thing in this
Remember,
era.
you
He's the one that he's the one that started it now, and I think they said he's trying to end it too. But you understand, the players they don't no big character players anymore. In fact, if you have some of those character players in this era, they will clash with a lot of the coaches because you can't tell them. You understand? Those are the reason why we love football in the past. You understand? And one of the reasons why the game is also going down, the football game is going down. Now they are even modeling football after basketball, saying that we should have 50 minutes or we should have breaks like basketball. They want to make it
No.
more suited to the American audience because people,
Clearly.
trust me, the game is dwindling in Europe where there was money before. The new generation, they are not watching it as much anymore. It's the truth. You understand? I don't know the data, but I'm thinking maybe they also have data to back it behind the scenes. You understand? Not only one person has raised this issue. Two presidents of two big football clubs have said the same thing. Fiorentino Perez and Napoli president. They said it because they are the one that deal with revenue. They know what they are talking about. You understand? Now everybody is facing America because there's a big market there, right? That's what they are saying, and the big corporations. So no, for me, I just think in terms of comparison, talent, many things. Um, now I just feel the players are a little bit more predefined. The coaches have a lot to do, a lot more to do. They just basically tell them what to do. They just run. You could just feed them, feed them. If you do too much now as a player, the coaches might not even work with you. You understand? They want to safeguard their jobs. Maybe I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I think. I'm not the only one that is thinking like this, by the
Yeah.
way. Many,
Yeah.
even the footballers,
I know.
if you ask them now, when they ask Ryan Giggs, how much will David Beckham be worth in this era? He said billions. Do you know? And David Beckham in his own era was average,
It would
was
have
almost
been
average.
it would have been good for if a coach, a coach that worked in that era and also work in this era can make that judgment, because I just think that these ex-players normally get biased because of the error that she would play. You can see that sometimes they ask these guys to say keep quiet until you hear somebody better than you. Just sometimes I just wonder, because we have to give these guys too flowers. Though I also understand what you're talking about, that the talent is going down. See, I'm not lying to you now. I sleep when I watch football sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's becoming too boring. Too boring. It's too tactical. Too low block. So I'm sorry to say, especially watching Arsenal. Like I like to watch Arsenal.
That's true.
Yes, it's so boring. So it's becoming. I know that, but this question I don't want to divert. So if you now take Victor Osimhen back to that era, do you think it can have the same impact Yekini had?
yes.
Victor Osimhen, if you put him in that era, Yekini played in Caratas. He played in what club is Yekini play? He played in Victoria
Setuba.
from corporate isms there. You understand those kind of things. I think Victor Osimhen is a box striker.
Mm-hmm.
He would have, if Mario Gomez could play in Bayern Munich, I think Victor Osimhen could also get to that level. But say he would be top 10 number 9 in the 90s, where you had a lot of number 9s. No, I would not agree. Victor Osimhen, there are some things he's still, he's a
Mm-hmm.
good player. He's a good player. But I still feel Victor Osimhen is not as flush on the ball like say a Kane, for instance, example.
Mm-hmm.
Or but he's a good finisher, good position. He will keep you busy. Good header of the ball. You understand those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Very like Miroslav Klose. The
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
very the
Similar,
same kind
similar,
of
similar,
clinical. You know,
similar.
just yeah, exactly. And he's developed his game so well. He knows his strength.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be so many. Would he be better than Nazardo Dilemma Ronaldo? No. Would he be better than those players? Will still be above. Yes, even Batistuta was one guy that people sleep on.
What about Akansu?
Yeah, even in the time of Drogba, yeah, you understand. Drogba will still be ahead. You understand. There will be some players that will still be
Drogba
ahead
Eto will still be
in
ahead.
that. Oh no, Samuel Eto'o is a very good league. Samuel Eto'o is just behind George Weah
What
and
about, do you think that it's going to be Aneka? And then what about
no.
Anelka?
Anelka is very good on the ball. Very very good. Anelka, though, I think Anelka. For me, I would still think Anelka will still be above. Those players were good though.
Can I
Those
can I
players were very very good.
can I say something, right?
So
When yeah,
Even
when we are
Jerry Ori.
okay, when we are talking
What about
about
the Victor again? Sorry.
so when
Go
we are
ahead.
talking about
no, it
this,
will be better than no. David
yeah,
Trezeguet was
when we are talking about these
came from the bench.
players,
Mm-hmm.
look at the coaches that coach those players. Let us remember that Osimhen is a street player, street baller.
A
That's
lot of
number
those
one.
coaches,
I'm coming
coaches
now.
did not have character.
Yes, now.
Those coaches, they were
Now,
afraid of the
now,
players.
ask yourself this question. Let Mourinho coach Osimhen. If Osimhen is in Chelsea and Mourinho is in Chelsea, what do you think that will happen?
He will get the best. Mourinho, like you know how Mourinho
You
knows how to
see,
get the
right?
best
Yeah.
out of
So
players.
when we are talking about this player that played, you look at the coaches that coach them,
Yeah.
right? Now, which elite coaches have coached Osimhen?
Spalletti.
Wait from
Spalletti, yeah, Spalletti was an elite coach,
that is the only one.
and
Now,
he did
can you
well.
compare
He did
him?
well under
Yeah.
Spalletti.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
compare him with Mourinho? Can you
No.
compare that coach with Pep Guardiola? You see, right? Now, Amokachi tried. Sorry, Amunike tried by bringing me up in under 17, most of those boys. Then
Mm.
after that, for me, I would say that the Osime issue was no best coach have ever, be able to coach him. That is when I said if Eric Hill was when we played Ghana, there are so many players that would have not played that game.
Mm. Well, okay. Let me
Is that
finish.
my point?
Let me
Now,
let me. Can I quickly finish, Smith? Let me just round up
finish up. Yeah.
Time, please.
battery, because of time,
Okay.
and my battery is going down. So, lastly, what I want to say in that era, a certain Jürgen Klinsmann even was so surprised that Victor Weber was not making the Super Eagles team. I wanted to add to what Damola said when he said one of the reasons why they do that. These 90s players, they are a bit surprised with the praise. So I think there is no excuse for them. But I think what they like to do is that they are just thinking of they give us so little, so less for the Super Eagles. Sometimes we use only one football to train. Imagine a coach preparing for the AFCON without football. Imagine that. So you understand? There was so much deficiency in the system, and they managed to do better. So they are just surprised that are you still at this? So and also using Stephen Keshi for instance, after winning the 2013 Nations Cup, all of a sudden the World Cup selection and the World Cup they messed everything up. With all due
Mm-hmm.
respect, You understand? So is that, and that's what they need to get rid of. They need to also understand that, look, we want to rewrite the story, we want to make it better. You understand? And there is no excuse for that attitude. You understand? And there is no excuse for the system failing. And that's why I said in that match against Ghana, we would have lost because the system was failing. How would you be changing a list a night before the game? And this was said. You see all these kind of things, insubordination, many things in an organization. Everything was not working. It was a system coach that won the Euros for Spain. The last Euros that they played, it was a system coach too. You understand? Your system is too deficient in Nigeria, and we need to solve it. We cannot allow what was used to happen in the 90s to keep on happening now. It doesn't make sense. You understand? So that's one thing. And I also want to say that that World Cup ticket, I don't. It's very unfair how FIFA is handling USA. So that's what I want to say. I mean, for me, if Nigeria wants to.
But before I let you go, Henry, based on the interview you saw today, between the guys talking about the Iran, Donald Trump and his people, do you think that based on their body language, they don't want Iran to come?
Obviously, they don't want Iran to come now. It's very unfair. It's the same Russia that they did not remove Russia. Russia is still banned now. It's very unfair. I think Iran should continue pushing for a spot. They deserve it. They should continue pushing it, even though you don't want them. Nah, let them do them what they want to do them. The whole world will be watching now.
Yes.
So that's just what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Yeah.
Please, if Eritrea was the one in charge of Nigeria versus Ghana, we will win.
I think so too.
Nobody should tell me that we will not win. He said disrespect. So. He came in and he changed the game. We are winning 4-0, 3-0.
Yes,
give them that opportunity. They will not change those. They will not change those. Those players or say the changes. There are so many players that would have not even played. So let us know that. Now, please. I think Osimhen is the greatest. Let me say this. Yes. Osimhen is the greatest. And
it's like when you are in this room, that's when because when you're in the car.
No, because I have seen how people are trying to clash him. He's not the only player. He's not the only player in that team. With that Sunday Olise, with Rashidi Rekini perform what he has been performing. There are so many players that help Rashidi Rekini. But I hate the way people, I hate the way people, bashing him. It's not his fault. And if I am Osimhen and if Finidi, that thing Finidi did, I will even insult Finidi. How I will do that? I don't care. There are some certain people. It's a sign of betrayal. If you betray me, I will insult you. Yes. It's a sign of betraying. I know the whole story. I know what happened.
Yes.
Finidi even have issue with Lukman. If not because Lukman does not talk.
Teller.
He have issue with Teller. So but see, I thank God you are mentioning those names. So in as much as that, yes, this player they did well. This young man have tried. In where we have a democracy that our football is going down. Let's be honest to ourselves. He have tried. How old is he? 26 years. How many goals scorer? Without let's see. Just check his goals.
Yeah.
Look at the coaches that is coaching Super Eagles.
Yes.
If not because of Lukman that came in, okay, remove Lukman, remove Osimhen. How will the Super Eagles be?
Yes, if you remove Lukman, let's go.
Now remove Lukman, remove Osimhen.
If we remove Lukman and Osimhen's go from the AFCON, we will draw against Tanzania.
Let's be honest to ourselves. Only two people in a team, and people are bashing. But
We will
whereas
know
in
again.
1994, we have Amukachi, we have Amunike, we have so many ghost punchers. Then what are we saying?
Yes, okay. Let me see. Against Tunisia, maybe probably in the Discord,
Against
Osimhen
Tunisia.
scored.
Smith,
Yes,
against Tunisia, they will win us.
I
Against
think we.
Tunisia,
Uh-huh.
they will
So
win
you
us.
know that they will win.
Because
So,
there's something about mentality in a game. Okay, how many people can play what Lukman play? Three position in a row. Who can do that?
yes. I also think if you also remove the goals from the knockouts, if you remove their
You are
goals
not
from
a fan.
the
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, because there are some certain things that you will do when you look at it. You will know that these people does not wish well to Nigeria. 1994, so to say, do not wish well for Nigerian football. And I'm saying it. They do not wish well. And whoever that do not wish well for Nigeria, wish well, if I see, I will insult you. Because you don't want people to have happiness. Look at how Senegals, look at their legends are pushing them, taking them along.
Well, I think they're pushing us back.
Let's be honest to ourselves. Okay, all of them now have coach. Only Stephen Keshi. How did Stephen Keshi survive? He survived because he went and learned from Shah Amudu, learned from so many players. It took him how many years? 14 years or 13 years before he reached where he is in Super Eagles. In as much as we are respecting those people, let them respect themselves. In as much we are respecting 1994, let them respect themselves. And how can they respect themselves? They have to make our football great again. How many of them have come over to greet those people? To greet the young generation that are playing, to come and ginger them, to give them words of advice, to give them words of motivation. Only thing that Sunday Olise will do is that he will come and stay with Onyedika, stay with Akwa Adams. Segregation. Why can't you come there and to talk to them? And you want me to respect them? You want to? If you do not want to respect Nigeria, I'm not gonna respect you. How many of them have come to the dressing room? Only 2 people or 3 people. How many of them have come and talked to Osimhen? Talk to all of them, greet them, tell them you are doing well, give them words of encouragement. Amukachi, where is he? Amunike, where is he? Uchekechukwu, where is he? All of them, are they not in Nigeria? Mr. De, please, I beg you. I know you love them. Don't even go there. If I say I'm gonna insult him because he put us in this condition. He's the cause of the whole thing. I don't care. I don't care whoever they are. Because if they love Nigeria, Nigeria would have been better when they gave them that position.
People don't say.
No. See, let me tell you the fact, right? If you do not respect Nigeria, how can I respect you? When they give you that mantle of leadership, the whole Nigeria is on you. They have given you Nigeria to ban, and you can't manage it. And you are coming, beginning from captain, you want to change cap to tell you that these people have a negative agenda. So, Osimhen, will Osimhen kill himself for you? Will he kill himself for you? Will Lukman kill himself for you? It's not because of Eric Hill that before we said that Indeed does not have legs. It's because of those nonsense coaches that made us see Indeed that he does not have legs. Ibavon made us to see Indeed he does not have legs. Finidi made us to see Indeed he does not have legs. Now Eric Hill came. Now show us that Indeed he can play. Indeed he have legs. Then what are we talking about? This man from Mali, man from Mali is coming, does not know how to speak English. You know how to speak English. You are the one what call, and they gave you that, and you can't do it. It's a shame, and you want me to respect you.
Yeah, okay. I like the passion. It's just that the reason why I brought this argument up is that I just don't like the disrespect of it. I just think
No,
that
yeah, I came in, but the way people are talking, I said, oh, hey, wait a minute. Okay, what do you think that the guy, if the coach is not there, how is he going to perform? If the coach is not there, how will they have given listen, Super Eagles to play? He can manage it. Siasia can manage it. Finidi cannot manage it. Igavon cannot manage it. How many of them have carried these boys and go and win their AFCON?
Yeah, I know it's tough. But
how many of them have carried them and win the AFCON? You are telling us, hey, when they were in 1994, who made them who they are? That is the question we need to. Who made them who they are?
Thank you. Always very, me and
yeah,
you
because I hate when people are saying this. See, if Rashidi Yekini was in this era, let me see who's going to give him ball to play. If Rashidi Yekini was in this era, let me see who's going to give him ball to play. He will be shouting on the ball. He will be shouting on the field till 90 minutes. Who's gonna? Okay, let's presume that Rashidi Yekini was in this era. It's Osimhen, and Finidi is the coach. He will fight. He will slap Finidi. If Rashidi Yekini was, let's say Rashidi Yekini, spirit of Rashidi Yekini, or you come, stay there, or you Finidi come and say, he will slap Finidi. Sometimes people are saying like this. Carry Western Hall and put it in this area.
I ask you a question, sorry, quickly. Is that does English players come to England dressing room to encourage the boys?
We have culture. Are you getting me, Smith? The person asks him, we have a culture.
I said is your friend.
Are you getting me? Yes, we have a culture.
Your friend too.
And the culture, and with culture, we know when in African culture, Smith, before when you are going to the university, your dad will call you and give you words of advice. It's a culture. Tell you, hey, please do not join the court. Do not do this. Do not do this. I give you my blessing. You go. Does the white man know what culture is all about? Stop bringing those comparisons. We think so well. When you're going to the UK or overseas, your dad will call you and tell you this, my son. What I will stay up, down and see. If you climb up, you will not see it. Please look at this, respect yourself, do this. And you will need that, he will bless you, you will go. Senegal is doing it. Their legends will come, they will talk to them, you will see them moving with them. When they see them, they rejoice.
Yeah.
Who are we doing? See, I hate injustice, I hate evil. How many times has he ever called there and talked to them, be friendly with them? How many times is only Kano and Okocha? Why must he be only Kano and Okocha? Why can't Sunday say, have you ever met what's it called? Oshime? Hey, let's come. Please look at how to play this game. Motivate them. They will clap for you. Thank you, legend. Where is Uchokechukwu? Uchokechukwu is in Enyimba doing buying and selling. And you want me to respect him?
I agree with you.
Are you getting me? So sometimes let us think.
Yeah, I'm worried,
Who again? Where is Ben Iran? Where is this Alessim Babayaro? Where are they? But if it's President Tinubu is going to, they will go there and do their prayers, but they will not go. Come and do what they have been doing before.
Don't talk about Tinubu.
I'm giving a scenario. Okay, if that would be the case, have the passion. This man, this how old are they? How old is Osimhen? Osimhen is like a son to them. And Lukman is like a son to them. Why can't you come there and talk to them?
No, they're
Why
not
can't you be united with them?
Okay. See, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Always very passionate. When you are in the car, you were just gentle, said everything. But
Yekini was never violent because of everything was at the beck and call. Let him. And I'm telling you, if he did not get Yekini is the kind of person that he have so many people that surround him that he benefited from. Let's be honest to ourselves. Let's say, okay, Yekini, do you think? Okay, let's make this thing as Smith. Carry Osime, remove Yekini, put them inside where Amunika Mokachi is, and the son will listen. Yeah. Ball in our water now. They will just be lumping it. You just be scoring. And carry Yekini, come and put here and ask you Iwobi. Him and Iwobi might be even fighting or this person. Pass ball for me.
You can go and pass the ball to him.
I have passed the ball for me. So these are the when we are looking at these players, you look at these boys have suffered. These present Super Eagles players have suffered.
I don't. I just let you go. But your thought I understand your own sentiment. Initially too, I thought maybe probably, but I can see that you already explain yourself. What we pray is that we want Victor Osimhen to also win for Nigeria so that the argument can be put to rest, because Victor Osimhen is about to break the record.
Smith. Let me be honest. Let's be honest to ourselves. He is not the only person on the team. Let's be thinking. Let's think very well.
Yeah, he's not boxing now.
Number one, he's not the only player. And in as much as we want, other players want to win. Now, it's not because let's look at it now. If Gabon was the one handling, and we have all these players, can manage it. Pasero came.
Sorry, I maybe you said something like that. I thought I said that I'm actually was on TV during the AFCON. Even his commentary was. I don't think he supported Super Eagles. So I don't think. I don't think.
So Smith, you see where I am looking at. My one thing is this: if we are bashing these boys, the question we need to ask ourselves is, if we are bashing these boys, everybody they are bashing now. Osimhen, they are bashing. Is he getting support? That is when he said that guy in Bayern Munich, he can't play in these Super Eagles. He can't play in these Super Eagles.
Don't worry, I have to go. I don't overshoot my time. I thought I'm going to be 2 hours here, but I don't spend 1 hour. Exactly. So one person said that Smith, like, you're going to spend 3 hours here. I never believed that it would be 3 hours, but don't worry. See, I know that comment section will go be full again tomorrow talking about Onweri's position, but that is fine.
I don't care. My own thing is that if you are respecting them, there are people that supported them. Let also them support this younger generation. Stop forming. We are the best. We are the best. We are the best. Who made them the best? That's the question. Who made them the best?
Yeah. All right, Ombre. Thank you for your time. Thank you. All right.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's today. Thank you for those that sent super chat to me. Thank you for those that joined up to this moment. We're still like 100 plus still watching. 3.5 hours again today. Shout out to all of you that actually stayed behind. I love you all, but God bless you. And obviously that God bless Nigeria too. And show what God bless Africa. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.